Alrighty, welcome in everyone. I'm sure all of you are as excited as I am. We are looking at Bar Fight tonight. This is the very first Bar Fight night we are hosting. This is largely hosted by Nebuchadnezzar. He has done all of the large planning and effort going into it. So I'm going to be casting some games. We also have Badstrat, who's going to be casting some games. We also are going to end up jumping into a pre-show with Barcast, who is going to be just talking a little bit to us about the ideas and what we expect to see on some games tonight. For those who do not know, my game is going to be casting 967 Yemeni. And also, actually, that's wrong. My game's going to be casting Bantana and Vedder. So if you are interested in seeing those people duke it out, that is what we're going to be casting today. Thank you guys also for the patience. I know that there was a lot of silence for a while, partially due to an oversight on my part. And I will get that figured out here in a second. And let's see. So are you solo casting or do you have co-casters? We are going to be largely solo casting the games. And there's going to be room 1, room 2, and room 3, which are going to be casted. And then I think also room 4. Room 4 is going to be casted by Effort. Room 3 is casted by yours truly. Room 2 is casted by Badstrat, and Room 1 is going to be casted by Barcast. So that's who's going to be casting, and we're all going to be solo casting as far as I know. The pre-show is going to potentially happen. It's not 100% guaranteed yet. We haven't really had any information on it. That's new. So if he ends up just not planning to do a precast, that is fine, and ultimately up to him. Let's see here. Rename the lobby of who's playing first. Okay. Don't know if that was not in our plans. I don't think we had decided to rename the lobby of who's playing. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with the original plans for the official server. The official casted servers are going to maintain the same cohesion. Already. Oh, I thought you were Barcast. I thought Barcast was playing. He was thinking about playing. That was a potential that just ended up. I don't know if he ended up deciding to. Let me check the roster really quick. He might be on it. Bad strat. No, Barcast is going to be on for sure. I do not see. Yeah, the names that you guys would probably recognize is going to be Space Dogeman. He's going to be in game number 12. And then we have Barcast, who's going to be in game number 6, lobby number 6, starting out. And we also have, who else? We got Jinxer. He's in room number 9. So those are the people that I recognize right off the bat. It doesn't. Oh, Nebuchadnezzar as well. Nebuchadnezzar is going to be playing in room number 7. Oh, Mason Law. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any lists. Give me a second. Let me try to get this list available for you guys. That way you can take a peek. I didn't have quite enough time to do everything I would have liked to do. But this is the first time we've done this, so it is what it is. Give me a second. It'll take me a minute to get the list up. Save image. Just do this here. Okay. Okay. There we go. And now we have some audio. How about that? That's always nice. All right, let's get the list of the people who are going to be playing in here so that you guys can take a peek at them. There we go. Here it is. Let's see. As for now, we'll blow it up here. If it will cooperate. There we go. That is the list of people. All right. Oh, and Contra. Okay. Other people you should recognize is X Factor and Therxy, who are kind of 1v1 pros at this point. Oh, and Contra. Fruit is a high OS Isthmus player. Are you all just randomly choosing who's going to play? Did I not sign up for this? So what ended up happening is we got a couple of troll signups. And so we ended up having to change the sign up forms and where you sign up multiple times, and that caused issues. So it all came down to essentially who found the new forms and signed up on the new forms, which we kind of assumed there would be some issues like this. So we're gonna end up doing, we're gonna end up hosting this again at a later date as well. And so I'm sorry, Mason, if you had planned to sign up and it didn't end up coming to pass the way you intended, because we had some trolling issues happening and we ended up having to make a new sign up form. We did mention it, however, a couple times. So I'm sorry if you missed that. What if I'm just bad and lose every match and I'm the only one to do so? Dogeman, you'll be fine. I doubt you'll be losing every match. You seem like a pretty good player. We still got some time. We got another 15 minutes. Okay, but no at everyone pings or anything. I think we might have done some at everyone pings about it, but largely that's Nebuchadnezzar. He's going to be the one who was trying to communicate that. But Mason, don't worry. If you end up wanting to hop in, it'll be available next week. This is something that we want to do pretty regularly, so don't get too concerned about it. Obviously, yes, it does suck that you missed the new sign up, and I'm sorry about that. I should have probably mentioned it in some of my videos or some of my streams as well, that hey, be sure you check out the new sign up form. I did not clearly state things the way I had intended, so frustration there from my part, and I apologize. Think you need to refresh that picture for the lobbies. Why? Space Doge Man, because as far as I know, this this picture is correct, unless someone knows something that I don't know. Space Doge Man. So if you found something new, I can refresh it. Let's just say you aren't the lowest OS on here. Exactly. Yeah, I had no clue there was trolling. Feels bad. Wanted to get my rear kicked on stream. Now it says mine is lobby 12. Oh, really? They just refreshed it? Alrighty. Give me a second then. I will possibly be switching that around. Okay. Let's refresh. See what we got here. Okay, so they probably refreshed it based on the check-ins, would be my guess. So let's get this. Oops. Another quick screen grab here. Why is it not letting me add this save image? Go. So many things to do, guys. So many things to do. This is a crazy night we have here. Absolutely crazy. There we go. Here's the new one. Hopefully this one will work better. and be a little bit more accurate. Okay. You probably need to talk over the organized, specifically Nebucast and Barcast, I guess. If Barcast isn't playing, maybe Mason can take over Barcast's place in the tournament. Barcast doesn't have a actual place in the tournament. That's the problem. So it's going to be a bit tough for that to happen. You'd have to check with Nebuchadnezzar if he could do a write-in or something. I'm not sure how that would work. He might be able to accomplish that. I know he's probably going to be busy though. Yeah, that's my bad, Mason. We should have done more large amounts of like announcements saying, hey, this has been changed, this has been changed. We mostly just posted it in the bar tournament, like the main bar channel tournament page. So it's, you know, it is what it is. Let me see. I want to make sure our other games are still waiting for people. Let's see, we got room 4 has one person, and 3 has no one. Room 7 has no one in it yet. Room 8 has no one in it. Okay, so there's several games that still aren't open. I'm gonna double check to make sure that we don't have any interviewing nonsense here. Okay, looks like we are good. Alrighty, yeah, they confirmed the Barcast is playing, so unless someone is a no-show, there's probably no spot for you, Mason. Alright, I'm gonna go complain to Daddy Bad now. Good luck and no cussing. What a nerd, what a nerd. Exactly. Alright, so hope you guys got a good look at it. We're disappearing that. We're making that disappear. What do we got here? Sorry, Discord. My Discord is also very busy, so I'm just trying to jump around, make sure I'm not missing any information before we get fully started here. And so far it looks like we are good. Let's check in with some big names and see if we have any new information. You guys should be able to hear these people coming in through. We're gonna jump in a Discord call and see what they got going on here.
That is a bummer.
All right, Nebuchadnezzar, what's up? We're live, obviously. Got a couple people here wondering what's going on tonight.
We got bar fight night. We're just waiting. If you're playing, just remember to hang on until check-in's complete, because the bracket's gonna change.
Okay. When is check-in finished?
Check-in is finished in 5 minutes.
5 minutes? All right, so it is finished literally the moment that bar fight starts.
Yeah, I mean, it'll start like a little bit afterwards, but how's this gonna... Okay. Again, I have never done this.
No,
so,
that's fine. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we just want to get,
no idea how any of it will work.
We're just looking at some basic information, trying to get a feel for what's going on. I'm going to, for now, just read over some rules with everyone and get everyone on the same page of what's going to be happening for the games and
great.
The list of progress.
I will be right back in like 2 minutes. So
all right, I will also be leaving. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll probably meet back before we get into the full game though, and just do it a little bit more pre-talk. Alrighty, so for the rules, I'm gonna try to share this with y'all. It might be kind of tough though. Once again, having to do a bunch of shenanigans to share it. But it is what it is. Right, and you're all patient. You all are fine folks, patient fellows. Willing to wait for my shenanigans, I'm sure. And you know what? If I was doing this full time and I had nothing but time to plan and make everything juicy, buttery smooth, it would all be done perfectly without any issues. But I am not that man. I do not do this full time. This is time I spend away from my wife and kids, all alone and sad. Carry it out. You guys are fine people. Don't badmouth yourself. You guys are great. The best children I could ever have currently until my child is born. Then my child will be the best. All right, so here's a list of rules. Hopefully you guys can see it. If you can't, I will be reading it out. Alrighty, so Fight Night rules. Use good sportsmanship. This is a casual tournament, and we want to make sure everyone has a good time. If someone is being disrespectful, please contact the tournament host, Nebuchadnezzar, Jaws Munch, Bad Strategy, or a moderator. Okay, so if anyone has unsportsmanlike conduct, they will have the opportunity to get their hiney booted. Alrighty, I don't expect that to happen. We got some great folks on all sides here, so I'm not too worried about that, but it could happen. Try to keep each match under 30 minutes. If a match is stuck in a stalemate, use the stop command and it will count as a draw. Do not unnecessarily prolong matches. So if there's a stalemate, like you may have observed on my stream this morning, for those of you who were there, we reached a determined stalemate that was psychotically bad. If something like that ever happens, then we can obviously shut it down and count it as a 0-0. So just a thing you might want to do is when streaming, turn off your HUD minimap. Agreed. When we are going to be casting these games, we're going to be turning off the HUD on occasion, then we're going to be turning it back on just for stats and stuff. And we're also just going to be doing some, unique ways of looking at things. You'll see. It'll be a great time. Don't worry. It'll be great. Also, the mini map. I actually might make the mini map a bit bigger when we're streaming the games, just so people can have a little bit more to look at as an overhead. Because I do know some people do like to have a larger mini map when they get a chance. No, I won't. I'll be playing. Oh, you won't. Okay, you won't be able to. Well, okay, sure. If you aren't, that's sad. You can watch some of the other games, I guess. Wait, where are you in the list? Let me see. Because you're Reflection, right? Or is that someone else? Is he Kari? I think he's Reflection. No, Carito. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see your name here. You're in the very first round. Room number 1. Let's go. You got it, man. You got it. Excellent. Okay, let's keep reading. We're running out of time. It's almost 6. I think it just hit 6, so we are going to be going into the main deal here soon. So I'm going to just blast through the rest of these rules. Okay, so we got the fact if each round goes past 30, we can end up calling a draw if we need to. Stream cheating, spec cheating, or any other form of cheating will result in permanent bans from the fight nights. Do not cheat. If you get caught, you will die. Well, not really, but you will be punished with the severest of punishments. Okay? Bullying of any kind will not be tolerated and will result in immediate disqualification and ban from the next week's tournaments. Second offense will be a permanent ban from fight nights. Bullying is not tolerated. Okay? Don't be rude. I mean, we're all humans here. We're all civilized gentlemen. We do not need to be worrying about these trifling matters, right? We should all be able to be men and, not bully each other, not be rude to each other, teach each other with kindness. Most of us, anyway. All right. Last rule. Players must also respect the rules outlined for Beyond All Reason's Code of Conduct. Your account is still subject to the usual moderation of bar, even in a community-hosted tournament. That's pretty much what would you call that? Like a... a no-brainer, obviously, but also like we're holding you accountable. We are not liable for your false false desires and bad determinations if you're playing. You know, like don't ban bar fight because one person's being a jerk. Essentially. Also, we got a new emote. I don't know if it's going to be working. This mod, yeah, the mod stuff. I am sorry about that. I do not know what's going on. Half of the stuff that gets modded, I don't understand why. Like, I think earlier I had someone got modded for saying hour 3. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I have tried stripping away my modding rules to the bare bones, where I'm like, man, this is low. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care if that's modded. That people shouldn't be going around calling each other that anyway. So that I'm totally good with modding that type of stuff. Okay, but it's a pretty light moderation as far as I know. I'm trying anyway. Trying to have a light moderation. Y'all are just used to so much freedom. You don't know what to do with it. All right, I'm going to hop back in with the call and see where we are. See if anything has changed. We got new messages here. Okay, nothing really new except for a new grouping. We have 10 game rooms, it looks like now. So first, the game room. Ooh, guess what, guys? I get to cast Nebuchadnezzar. That's fantastic. And Badstrat gets to cast Jinxer. So excellent. Jinxer, get ready for that. Nebuchadnezzar is going to end up needing to, hop in my lobby, I think. I'm going to jump in a voice call with him just to make sure everything is going as planned. I think. Let me see. Oh, we're in the voice call. Never mind. We're going to do pre-show voice call.
Jinxer, I'm playing Jinxer. Okay.
Are you? Oh, you shuffled him.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Hey,
Boss.
Oh,
and
so you're coming over to my room.
So, Naboo, you're going to be in room 3 then?
No, room 2.
Room 2? Okay, let me refresh this again.
yeah, refresh it.
Yeah, I've got Jinxer and Chad.
Okay. Oh, you're lucky duck. Okay. Well, that's fine.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. People are changing the rooms now. Where is Jinxer located?
You want me to post in the bar Discord about the brackets being up?
Yes, please. Oh no, dude, I'm against Jinxer.
You'll beat him.
Yeah,
Jinxer's not that good, right?
That's great.
You guys excited?
It's
Yeah.
gonna be yeah.
I think it's gonna be a good time.
Maybe I'll hit the start the tournament button on the bracket page.
Start tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to hit it again? Okay. Start tournament. So now, how are people gonna report the results? Do they report it themselves, or?
Yeah. Hey, you can enter them yourself, of course, but for the most part, I think players are pretty aware of the fact they come here and punch in there.
Awesome.
All right, sweet. If we end up having some people not checking in, do we know how we're gonna handle that yet?
Wait, people already, they should be.
Well,
if
I
they
mean,
checked
like
in, they should be
checking
here.
in with the room lobby, we'll say.
If people, could I have the people who are spectating be checking the Discord right now? Because I'm going to be playing. And just check, just watch out for people. Maybe before you start spectating a game, just like scan through the rooms, make sure everyone has it figured out.
Gotcha.
I'm probably going to actually hop out of Discord. I'll stick around.
All right,
Oh,
you're coming over to this room, right?
I'm in the room. You actually, there's another bar fight room too.
I know.
So-
There was yeah, we'll come over to mine, sir. You're in the wrong one.
Okay, wait. We
Oh,
are in
I
the
found-
wrong room.
Okay, I found.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna.
This is what we expected.
Mhm.
All's well.
Wait, is Barlord actually? Barlord is supposed to be room. What
There
room
we
is
go.
There
Barlord
we
supposed
go.
to be in?
Barlord? Can you direct him to check? Because also some people didn't sign up with their like actual username. Oh
Yeah.
wow, Barcast is up against X Factor already.
Oh.
Do you guys want to like? I can start my stream real fast, and can you guys just like enter if you want to?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna start this up, and then maybe go over the rules too, because I don't even know if it's best of ones or best of threes, all that. And like,
It's best of one.
okay. I'll just 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so do we have everything like organized? Like, do we have the players organized, or we?
Yeah, yeah, they're organizing themselves. It'll probably take a few minutes, but they're figuring it out.
Okay.
So
You guys.
I'm
so,
gonna go for the highest lobby. Like, I'm just gonna shoutcast the highest like room number. Okay.
okay,
So-
you do that.
Wanna?
We're gonna talk to Barcast real quick so that we can get started. Effort. So
I will mute my.
hey guys. So yeah, this is Barcast. Can y'all introduce yourselves?
hi, I'm Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar. You can pronounce it however you want. People call me Neb or Chad. But yeah, I organized this with help from the other guys if they want to introduce themselves too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm BadSprat85. I started streaming and playing bar about 7-8 weeks ago, and met Jaws Munchie and Chatters through bar, and yeah, it's been a really exciting journey.
And I'm Jaws Munch, and I've been playing bar for over a year now. Found it from Winter Gaming, obviously, as most people have. So yeah, we've been just creating content here since January. That's when I started, and streaming along with that. So definitely excited to do some casting tonight.
Yeah.
That's great. So what we've got is just like a weekly fight night thing on Saturdays. Is this going to be changing times at all, or what's your all's plans? for
Yeah, so we'll probably honestly start doing it earlier in the day. So for US people, it'll be more like fight morning. But just because this time is like 3 a.m. for EU people. But
Right.
yeah, we're hoping to make it a weekly kind of recurring event.
We started off with grand ambitions of sort of a Twitch streamer versus audience tournament at the end of summer, and then Nebuchadnezzar sort of said, "Well, look, it'd be really cool to have something a bit more casual, weekly, that's for the everyman bar player, not just the pros, you know." And thinking of something casual and weekly, and with such a great name as Bar, Bar Fights was a natural bar fight night was sort of the natural progression.
Yeah.
And Nebu just kind of picked up on the idea and pulled us all along for the ride over the last 3 days. And here we
Yeah.
are.
If there's any Magic the Gathering players out there, I got the idea from when I used to go to Friday Night Magic. So,
Yeah, FNM, right? Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
some good times for real.
yeah.
Well, that's great. So it's good, like best of ones. I think the format's going to be changing week to week, but this what we're going to be going into is I'm going to stream some of my games. Y'all are going to be on your own streams doing your things, catching the matches. So I'm sure this will be covered after the fact. You guys can like check it out.
Yeah.
Key thing to remember, just in terms of rules, we're looking for good sportsmanship. It's a casual tournament. Try and keep your matches under 30 minutes, just to keep things moving. Obviously, we discourage any stream sniping or anything like that, or any bullying, and just all the standard code of conduct for playing bar multiplayer.
Yeah, and like he's saying, this is meant to be fun, like competitive but fun. So don't get too mad if you can't help it.
Yeah. Lots to learn. What? Sorry, what's the map pool for this week? Is that in the Discord somewhere, or is that?
Yeah, it's in the Discord. I'll be updating it. So for the first round, so there's 8 maps that we can pull from, and we'll kind of pull from it.
Can you put that in the bar tournament so people know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure.
But we're starting off tonight with Ravaged Remake for round 1, and I think there's going to be 5 rounds.
Yeah, 5 rounds.
Awesome. So I kind of want to jump into this game. I don't want to delay the rounds too much. But for those of you watching this after the fact, I'll be sure to link all your all's YouTubes or your Discord, everything like that, in the description. So be sure to check out the other streams for some of the other matches that were covered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, thanks so much for supporting us, Barkas. Without your wisdom and experience and direction, I don't think Chadwick would have had as much sleep as he had.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm happy to help you guys. So hopefully this one's just one of many to come, right? So
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Someone did ask, 2 people said they might have had no shows. Could someone check on a triple lobby?
Yeah, I'm here right now.
Bantana.
Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks
so much for having us on, Barkas.
Yeah,
Talk to you
cheers,
soon.
guys. Good luck, and I'll be around.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
Have fun, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Also, Nebuchadnezzar, really quick. What is the
Yeah,
plan
gotta
for
start my game?
Okay, what is the plan after the matches are over? Wait
After
for the
matches
update?
are over. Yeah, wait for the update. Spectate other games.
Alrighty, sounds good.
All right. Okay, talk to you guys soon.
Alrighty. And then if we have no shows, what should we try doing here?
Look
just
around
try
for them, and then we will have to remove them from the lobby. But let's get this going, Jinxer. Let's get this going.
It looks like so Space Dogeman and Triple don't have anybody.
And Vedor doesn't have one either. Jitu Man is not in.
Okay, wait, don't start it. Wait.
Okay, we need to get this sorted out. So that's 3 people. So that means somebody. We're missing.
Participants. Okay, let's see. Who are we missing? Can you guys figure out who we're missing real quick?
Jitu Man is one.
We're missing Bear Force 1. Yep.
Bear Force 1.
Bear Force 1, and then is bed a brick?
Is bed a brick? Is that it?
That's all I know. Hold on. I'm hoping that there's another one so that we can have even lobbies here. It looks like
Did you check?
GoPro isn't here, but yeah.
Yeah, Bear Force 1 you already mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, not Bear Force.
Yeah.
Troll Hard GoPro. That's
Troll Hard GoPro is removed. Okay.
Okay.
And then 3
is bed a brick?
Is bed a brick has been removed.
What about Saz Beam?
Shit.
Saz Beam doesn't look like he's in either.
Okay. Saz Beam, let me turn him off.
Okay, so we have 5 people missing.
Saz Beam. Not too bad though.
Yeah.
Could you guys just go through, tell the people if they have no shows, just go spectate another game and say like, sorry.
Just tell them not to play?
Yeah, I mean, well, it might be I think it's too late to switch up the bracket. So they'll play in the next round. It's just this round they'll take free. Spectate till the next round.
Okay, so so that means also Fruit is not with Threshy. So
is Fruit online though?
I have no clue. Hold on.
Clean fight. Good luck. Have fun.
I'm looking.
Okay. I have to play my match with Jinx now.
Okay. Yeah, you go. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like we have potentially 4 rooms that are not being played. Okay, so let's tell them that they can either spec or repair. I mean, do we want them to repair with each other?
No, just tell them to spec. They can play with each other, but they'll just get a freebie for this round. Just say like, sorry about that. Like,
They
So
get
I'm
an
gonna
auto
go-
win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get a point. Okay.
Okay.
they get an auto point, and then they'll play next round, and we'll just remove the no-shows. Those pesky spammers, man. Jinx, I don't know if you're probably not listening, but he's going down.
Person.
Dude, holy shit. The voice? Why is my tutorial on right now?
Okay, I'm letting people know.
Okay, thank you, Jaws.
Zing. Oh wait, Triple A fights himself tonight. Oh no.
Yeah, just be like, I'm sorry, guys. Like,
Where's Triple? Bear Force, okay. Yeah.
Bwah, 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 bwah. Oh shit, Jinx is trying to, he's trying to tick rush me. Jinx,
Okay.
you naughty man.
Well, we still got some games to cast.
I'm gonna leave the Discord real quick.
Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. I know we would have liked to hop straight into a game, but that is how it goes. Am I right? That is how it goes. Oh, looks like we got. Is this a actual open game? No. This is not. 2 different folks. We'll just cast this casual game, actually. Alrighty, I take it as you won your match. Space Dogeman, I see what you did with the score. Oh, you actually won a match. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. Congrats. Alrighty. Is everything working good today with everything, guys? Please let me know if there's any issues you are noticing with the stream. I am trying to make sure there are no problems, but I could overlook something easily. So just let me know, and we will try to fix that if there is an issue. Okay, we got everything here looking good. Alrighty. Oh, this is not working, actually. Don't know why that would be.
So it begins.
There we go. Now we're working here. Alrighty, we are up against a casual game. Okay, guys, this is a casual game here. We got Triple L, 32 OS, an excellent player, going 1v1 up against Salamander Mango. Salaman Can Mango. And he is a 28 OS. So we shall see a 4 OS difference here. Opening very similarly, though, with 3 windmills into a bot lab, but interestingly enough, we end up stalling out on energy here. Not really great. I think that was the cause. Maybe, I don't know. It was quite an interesting stop he did there. We are at 7 seconds to the vehicle being finished here versus Triple. Let's see. He has already got his lab up. which means he is going to have a slight advantage at producing units right off the bat. He is not e-stalling at all, produces 1 extra windmill. We got the same amount of energy production across the game at the moment, with 1 grunt advantage to triple now. Let's see here. So we're starting off with a slight advantage already, and we're opening with the construction bot over on Salaman's side. He is getting his extra mexes up immediately. That's always a good idea, having a single grunt here of protection, just in case there ends up being trouble sneaking onto his side of the map, which it looks like that will be the case, as Triple's single grunt is running towards Salaman's base. Hopefully he is well prepared. It looks like he is. Taking very simple micro to be able to shut this down, but maybe the grunt will be able to sneak in and do some damage to the construction bot. That is not the case. Shut down instantly. Let's take a look back over at Triple's base here. His commander's pushing forward already, getting some extra mexes up, while his con turrets are boosting his lab, getting a decent amount of windmill, and working on that 4th mex here. Very good to see. I would say that he could be in a better position than Salaman at the moment, just with having all those construction units out and plenty of energy at his disposal. Let's check the economy. If you look up in the top right corner, you can see that Red's energy production is slightly above, along with his metal production, slightly above Salaman, and that could end up being a problem as the game continues. We see a light laser turret here for defense of his base. That's an excellent idea, especially in a 1v1 situation where you never know if one of the enemy grunts could sneak past your front groups of units and cause some eco damage. So excellent play there. Always good to pay the LLT tax, as it is called by many. And we got another LLT. It looks like we might be hitting a slight APM stall here with no commander movement at the front. Getting a radar up, not a bad decision, so that we can get valuable intel on if there's more enemies across the map. Now, one benefit of the fight being on Salaman's side is the fact that he has control of all this metal. This might not seem like much. There's only, what? Let's check here. How much metal is this? It's only 100 metal, but 100 metal is 100 metal. And in the early games, you want to get as much metal advantage as you can. So we will definitely be thankful for that 100 metal plus sitting on his front doorsteps there. Now, one issue we are running into is Red is still mass producing larger amounts of economy. His metal is up to 16 per second versus Salaman's at 14 per second. Triple getting all of these mexes, capturing a very juicy area at the very beginning, while it looks like Blue is getting some scouting off, being able to see exactly what's going on over on Red's side of the map here. So he knows that he has a bit of an advantage already based on the amount of metal that he has coming in. We got some thugs coming in on the commander. This could be bad if the thugs are microed properly. Even a couple of them can shut down the commander. And it looks like the commander is getting hit on all sides. Not the best decision here. I would definitely try to avoid taking that much flanking damage. We're still at half health with the commander though, so it's not the end of the world. He just has to be very careful. Commanders do heal, but they do not heal fast. It takes some time, and the game could be over before it's even begun here. Thankfully, shutting down that last couple thugs there, very good to see. But will he be able to maintain the advantage? We still got so much metal here on his backline. He has not brought to the front at all. He hasn't made any res bots, which I am very surprised of. Having a couple res bots out on the battlefield at this point in the game could be very beneficial, especially since all of those units are within his area. He should definitely try to take full advantage of those corpses. And we finally see some coming out here. These cute little bodies looking very harmless and adorable, but really they are quite a big, powerful unit on the battlefield. They are able to double, triple, quadruple your entire army's size in a matter of minutes if used properly. So glad to see it. We're going to be seeing some thugs coming up, resurrected, I'm sure, in a matter of time. And we got some more thugs marching in on this side. Taking a look at the economy once again, we got 450 energy for blue. He is starting to outscale red on the energy side, and also he's maintaining a decent amount of metal income. It's not, there hasn't been a large change on that side of things, which is quite interesting. Actually, I would have expected there to be a little bit more, and it looks like now they are tied for metal, as the commanders are in a face-off position here with multiple turrets on the front line, while there are thugs being pushed on the side here as well. Hopefully these guys are able to take down this force of thugs. It doesn't look like it's going very well for blue here. Salaman might need to end up getting some heals on his front line rather than just letting it collapse. We got red coming in from behind and starting to do resurrection on the units that have fallen. This is where the game could get completely devastating for each other, because as red begins to repair and resurrect his units as they fall behind him, blue is going to have an increasingly more difficult challenge in front of him, trying to break down these units. He's feeling rather cornered off, building only grunts really to manage against these thugs. The commander being cornered in a rather rough position. Hopefully he gets a chance to snipe down some of these thugs here and get that resurrection bot out of here. Thankfully they did. That was very good. But now we're losing the frontline position here as a couple thugs sneak through this side. And I'm sure we'll be seeing possibly some reclaim, maybe? No, looking just to get some of these metal extractors. So red knows the power of his resurrection, and he is going to be leaving these corpses for the resurrection as he continues to gain the advantage. The commander's getting incredibly weak here. He's down to a quarter of his health, but able to shut down the units that are coming at him, thankfully with the help of a couple light laser turrets. We got more res bots coming in for some healing on the commander. I would think it might be more important though to get some resurrection. We are missing out on the resurrection. We have plans over here in the meantime of building up large amounts of turrets and metal extractors on the hills over here, whereas blue is just being pushed and held at bay, not able to really make any of the same progressions on his side. Red is already planning to take over the entire map that is left, and poor blue's construction turrets are faltering as they are being pushed in. The micro is just so intensive for Triple right now. He is doing everything he can to gain every ounce of advantage, and he is doing pretty well at it. Triple is low on health though. We have resurrection bots going through, causing some damage to the commander, or not damage, but healing the commander and healing the frontline units, while Triple's commander is taking large amounts of damage here. A little bit of micro misplay, it looks like, from Salaman, unfortunately, as the I don't know what he might have been busy with his economy here. His economy is looking great. Plenty of windmills coming up. No energy converters, which I am very surprised to see. That is always sad to see. If you are running low on metal, it could be nice to have some of those energy converters to get the absolute max potential that you have. We don't really see that many units. We're starting to run out of forces here, it looks like, on the front line for blue, and he is going up against piles and piles of thugs. Not really good to see. Those turrets, those light laser towers, are just going to be shred through by thugs. No match for them. As we bring in a huge group of grunts, blue obviously being a large believer in the grunt. Maybe more so than he should be. We'll see. And we got more resurrection coming out. Okay, let's take a look at the economy once again. We are at red with 21.9 metal and blue at 21.8 metal per second. It looks like somehow blue got into the back line here, and I missed this. He did some devastation to the economy back here, shutting down some build turrets and and getting some of the windmills destroyed, that is a huge hit. And that drops the red economy as far as energy goes all the way down to 400, 450. And as they're trying to get that fixed and sorted out here, Blue's economy is at 500 energy right now per second. So that is a huge deal for Blue. As we're pushing in, getting some ground gained actually on the front here, it's pretty incredible to see. I did not expect this turn of the tides. Blue's massing armies at this point, forces in multiple areas, very well microed as well, where we have, you know, not just doing fight commands with, you know, groups 1, 2, and 3, but rather having sectioned groups off where we have certain amounts of units grouped together, like thugs and pawns on one side of the map, and certain amounts grouped together on another side and another side. This is an excellent way to play 1v1s. You definitely want to split up your forces. The question is now, will Blue be able to handle these vehicles that are coming at him? I don't know if he was expecting this type of damage here. It's going to be tough to go up against the vehicles head to head like this. We're sending in a raiding party, it looks like, on the center side, the center lane here. Hopefully they can make it all the way to the back base, because if they can shut down the energy that Red has coming in, they can do a massive amount of economy damage there. They'll be able to survive no matter what type of units that Red is producing. They'll just be able to outscale, and it looks like they have made it into the base here, doing massive amounts of damage, blowing up tons of windmills. They need to shut down those construction turrets as quick as they can, getting into the back line. It looks like he's failed a little bit on the micro here, and the windmills are separated, so it's hard to kill a bunch of them, but it is doing plenty of damage. Lots and lots of grunts in here, and a couple thugs. The construction turrets are basically down. There's only a handful of them left, and Red surrenders knowing his fate is sealed. What an excellent match. Good job to Salaman as he gains his free point, because that was not an official match, but it was a fun one and a good one. Well played. Well played, sir. Excellent job. Alrighty. Let's see. Maybe we've got some other games opened up here. We're going to do a refresh on the match page and see what we got, because I'm not entirely sure what is going to be going down after this. I'm going to do a refresh on the matches, and we'll see who is in the next rounds, assuming that they have been updated. So we got a couple people. Nebuchadnezzar's fight is still going on, it looks like, or at least it has not been updated. So we'll try to catch a peek at Nebuchadnezzar's game and see how it plays out. I don't think round 2. Yeah, matches are still pending for round 2. I'm gonna try to add a screen grab for you guys there, so you can take a peek at what I am seeing here. Hopefully, without too many commercials in it. Unfortunately, that is something that we are getting a lot of with the type of website we are dealing with here. Let me get this set up for you guys. Screen grab. Source. Yeah, it's always a fun time trying to grab screens here. Let's try to shrink this down to an appropriate size. Come on now. Come on. There we go. That way we get only the most valuable information. Okay, there we are. And when we refresh, it should update everything. I hope you guys enjoyed that casting. I did my very best to make it interesting for you all. There we go. This is our placements so far. They have not been updated. We got a couple wins, couple losses. Let me go ahead and take a peek at it myself on my larger screen here. So it looks like we got Vendor, who has won, or I think that was a default against Jito Man, because he did not, it was a no-show, and then Batana was had a no-show as well, so they had a default win. Salaman had a default win. Space Dogeman had a win against his Beta Brick, able to do some extra unique things there. Very good to see. Sorry guys, I am falling apart over here. There we go. So we got Space Dogeman, he had a win there. We got Beast Eater, who had a win against Contra. Or no, Beast Eater got a loss against Contra. I think Contra is one of the higher level players, so that is not too surprising to see. Extra Button and Kirito have not finished their match, it looks like. They are waiting still. Factor, X Factor, and Barcast. Looks like Barcast got eliminated, unfortunately, so that'll be an interesting game to see in the future. Definitely cool to see some of these people's matches coming through. It looks like we only have one more game left to come in. Nebuchadnezzar losing against Jinxer. Jinxer moving on to the second round. Interesting to see. Alrighty, let's see if we can get some updates on the number one game, the first game, and see what we got there on that side. One moment, fellows. Let's try to get over there. Game one. Was that even played? Oh, Fight Night Room 1. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see what's happening. What have we missed? Also, if you guys are new to my channel, please give a follow so that you guys can get updates on my streams if you are interested in watching. We try to do fun, unique lobbies semi-frequently, and I would definitely appreciate the follows. It's absolutely free and helps out the channel a ton. So, ooh, looks like a very interesting game on this side of the economy. Let's take a look at that first off. It looks like Red's economy is insane, whereas Blue's economy is struggling at only 14 metal per second, but his energy income is still even lower. Man, Reflection is not looking great right now. This is a tough game. It looks like we're jumping right into towards the end of it. He's got some solar panels here. Solar panels can be a mixed bag, honestly, because they do have a very large metal investment, but they also have a very large health pool compared to a windmill. So the windmills will die rapidly, whereas solar panels can take a beating before getting destroyed. So if you need a little bit of extra time on your economy and want a little bit of a better resistance to damage, go for some solar panels, even though they do cost a little bit of metal. So that's something I don't think people really consider with solar panels, is the health pool that they do have compared to windmills as well. That's an important aspect. All right, we got some hounds coming out. Looks like we got T2. I don't know if Red has T2 yet. I'm sure he has already sighted it though, and he has taken some damage. Yes, we have a lost hound here. That is definitely something Red has seen. He went for vehicle bays, and now he sees the need to go to a vehicle bay tech 2, hoping to be able to maintain that same amount of aggression. Now, the problem that is going to be happening here is Blue can take a huge amount of this battlefield just with these two T2 vehicles. In fact, it might have been good to see some gunslingers out, honestly. Gunslingers are under considered for flanking and one-on-one aggression. You know, 1 versus 1, a gunslinger will beat a hound every time. 1 versus 1, a gunslinger will beat a lot of different units. So they have a very high DPS and the ability to heal, and as long as they can out micro and not die in one hit, the gunslinger can be quite effective. So I'm kind of surprised we didn't see that. I've been trying to promote a little bit more use with them, as they can be quite nice in the early stages of T2. But we went for the tried and true method of hounds, and it looks like we are walking our own bots into that poor little tank who got obliterated, killing our poor bots as well along with it. Well, these defenses are going to be holding off these hounds. Blue, I don't think, realizes the amount of intensity that he should be fighting with here, as There is a lot at stake. He does not realize that the T2 economy is going to be coming online for red, and it is going to be hurting him tremendously. Let's check out blue's side here. Has blue gotten a T2? He has not gotten a single T2 unit out either. This is potentially devastating for him. He needs to get his T2 mexes upgraded. That is one of the very first things that should be put out, as long as you have a little bit of extra metal to use. T2 economy is going to be something that has to be done quickly, or red is just going to outscale him incredibly fast. And we've got Resbot's making quick work of that metal there. Good to see. Slowly getting destroyed though. The commander towards the front, and we got some gunslingers coming out. They need to get to the front line fast, making proper use of their opportunities that they have before the vehicles, the T2 vehicles, come out in heavy strides. I would definitely use them to try to flank up here and take out some of these defenses and mexes. Obviously, we do not know exactly how much vision blue has. He might not even realize that the rest of this map is in red's hands. Let's go ahead and try to take a look here at what he sees. Reflection, player view. So he has vision up here. He should definitely be looking at this and attempting to take out some of that economy, because all that would be is economy damage. I would have liked to see the gunslingers being used in that way, but they are wiping out the defenses here. There is no doubt. They are doing a decent amount of damage, but it's just, you know, the economy is what he really needs to kill. Everything else is unnecessary. And he has no vision over here at all. It would have been nice to get a single con turret over here to build a radar that could have given him some vision of what's going on this side as well. Anyway, we'll go back to the normal casting here. And these T1 tanks really chewing up these hounds. That's why hounds are great, but if they get within range of other units, it can be devastating. The hounds can get absolutely crushed if they are not supported properly and if they are not microed properly. And my concern is now red has the T2 economy out here. He can use all of this metal, lots of hound bodies, lots of gunslinger bodies here. And the economy for red is going to skyrocket if he prioritizes that metal income. He's got the energy, or the T2 mexes coming up here rapidly, and that is going to be devastating, absolutely devastating for blue. He's not going to be able to hold. There is no way. Let's look at the economy right now. Red is making 120 metal per second, where blue is making a measly 36 metal per second. That is the danger of not going T2. Absolutely terrible choice on blue's part. He should have gone for at least one T2 economy there. And he's coming in on the side here. Looks like he's taking advantage, wiping out some of these mexes. Very good to see. My only concern, as stated before, is the fact that he is going to be severely out-ecoed at this point. We got red pushing up with some Tiger tanks. These things are massive vehicles, able to do tremendous damage. You have to have several welders to take out these Tiger tanks. They can take a beating, and they do decent amounts of damage. They're not anything compared to the bull tanks that Armada has, but for bots, any type of unit like this is very tough to deal with. The welders are a good choice, though, to handle it, as they do have a little bit of a buffer exoskeleton that is protecting the poor little cyborg creature that is inside. Actually, I believe that they are completely mechanical, tied to the commander's life source, wherever that comes from. There are no humans involved in the creation of these beasts. They are all machine, nuts, bolts, and fusion reactors. That is it. We got some snipers coming out now. Sniper is going to be an excellent choice, since we see there's T2 economy. And it looks like while we were observing the beauty and design of these units, the blue is coming in, taking out some economy over here with a single a single recluse pushing into the valley, taking out the geoplant. That will be helpful, as now Red may start to lose the economy needed to provide for all of his metal that he has. There does seem to be a lack of map control starting to form as Red is playing, but I still am rather skeptical that Red will be able to be stopped with the amount of metal he has. He still has a total of dropping all the way down to 55 metal per second is quite a significant drop, but still having more than Blue at only 36 metal per second. Blue, I am concerned about having the ability to shut down some of these units. We do have the snipers up. That will be helpful. I don't know if he has the energy now, especially with that geothermal plant gone. He's going to need to get that energy up rapidly, and it looks like the tanks, the Tiger tanks, are pushing straight towards his base. The commander has to be very careful here. Just a couple shots from Tiger tanks can absolutely destroy that commander. He is left at half health, still alive, while there's also some Tigers hiding inside his geothermal plant area, which is not good. We will see how Blue responds here. It looks like he is starving for energy. As you can see, he's putting out lots and lots of energy production. The question is, will it be enough? And I would say the answer is probably no. He is going to have to do something significant to be able to compete with the economy that Red has. Red is just so much further along on his economy now that Blue's not going to be able to maintain this amount of production for long, and it's just a matter of time. Unless he's able to get the reclaim in a very rapid way before Red can get to it, he could survive based on reclaim. He just has to make sure that he is always getting that reclaim and securing it and never letting Red secure any of it. Looks like he's pushing forward with the welders and maybe backing off. It's kind of hard to say. Like right now, it looks like they're both kind of slowing down their game as it is getting towards the T2 economy. They're trying to get some of that economy going as both teams struggle with being able to fund these T2 units. Blue, I think, is definitely hurting in that aspect much greater than Red is, but it's all about the eco now at this position. How much metal do we have to spare? Blue does have some metal to spare, just very, very low on energy. Same with Red, but as the opposite, Red having tons and tons of energy to spare, but no metal. Obviously, a very tough situation for both teams, and it's just going to be really. It could go either way, to be honest, as a lot of the economy is starting to level out and balance. As Blue's going to be getting these T2 mexes up, he could start to rescale along with the Red player. Extra button. We'll see. We will see. I'm not fully convinced one way or the other. Red is guaranteed to be in a better position, though. He does have a little bit more energy income. He has a lot more metal income, and Blue is just starting to consolidate his forces right on his front line, right in front of his base, and this is leaving very little wiggle room to deal with these Tiger tanks. I think this might be the push that stops the game right here, as these tanks are pushing towards the commander. They have sighted him. They care nothing about the base back here and are going strictly for the commander, it looks like, pushing towards him, and the commander has barely enough energy to degun, it looks like, and the game could be over here very rapidly. And that is it, my friends. He cannot take another hit there. He is gone. The commander has been destroyed, and Extra Button moves on to round 2. Well done, with Reflection getting every single bonus he could, every award he could get, but still not quite pulling the victory as he had a slight eco disadvantage. Very good game. We will see you guys on round 2, and we are going to do an intermission really quick and get me some drinks, and you guys go ahead and grab a drink, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back right after this ad. So what do you think?
Good. I see welcome. Sounds like you guys are having fun. You have the
I think so. Is the AC on?
let me see if it's down.
It is hot. Hot, 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 hot. Alrighty, for those of you who are still with us, we are going to be jumping into the Discord and see if we have any new info on what is happening next. If there are people there, we'll see. Let's see here. I'm trying to find info. I'm not seeing anything new. Looks like we are good on the info side of things. So we're just going to do a refresh really quick of the server page for the tournament and see where we are at. We'll still be trying to largely cast the lobby 3. The rounds are in round 2. Looks like we have, let me go ahead and pop up the share screen here. So we are now at round 2. Pull this in for you guys. Where is my window here? This is not popping up. There we go. All right. So we're at round 2 now, and we have. Are we dealing with issues here? That's not the full screen. I am sorry, folks. Don't know why this is giving issue. There we go. Okay, round 2. We got Barcast versus Fruit. We've got Nebuchadnezzar versus Beast Eater. We've got Kirito versus Aspire. We got Vedor versus Salaman. We got X Factor versus Therix. Extra Button versus Exo Primer. Space Doge versus Batana. And Jinxer versus Contra. So these are going to be some excellent games. Hopefully we'll be seeing Fight Room. I will be casting room number 14, I believe. So this should be mine. Let me double check here. Effort may be casting it already. If he is, I will double check. Double check with him to make sure. Yes, okay, sweet. And it looks like we have chosen Crystal Plains as the next map that we are going up against. So that would be very good to see. I want to see where Bad Strat is. Bad Strat has not hopped in yet. Is he already? Oh, he's already casting a game. Very good. Bad Strat's already casting a game. I will start casting room 7, I guess. I will be casting Mr. Nebuchadnezzar. So this will be good to see. Nebuchadnezzar, the one, the only, the true, the fellow that is all about you. He is the one who planned this game for this group of streamings, this group of tournaments. So definitely give him a thank you, everyone. And it looks like we're waiting on Beast Eater to be readied up for this fight. I would like to try and get a call on Nebuchadnezzar just to see what he's doing. Let me see if I can do that. He might not answer, though. That's the only problem. I just like to get his input on how the game went.
Hello.
Hey, Nebuchadnezzar, just wanted to do a talk with you and see how you've been enjoying the bar fight round 1 so far.
Oh, my first game was against Jinxer, which I was like happy about. It was pretty intense. I guess I should have pressured him more, people were saying, but it was really fun. And then that last game is an interesting one.
Yeah, versus was that Reflection and who was the other guy? Remember?
I forget. but we can
Reflect and
check.
someone else. But anyway, yeah, it was great games. I've been enjoying casting them. And what's your game plan going into this match?
This one, okay. So I practiced on this map a little bit.
Okay, very good, very good.
So well, I guess I practiced on all of them a little bit except for Ravaged. I forgot to, but so my game plan, first of all, I need to radar, get some radar up here early.
Yeah.
Get him up like here, right? Get vision. He's obviously gonna spawn here. I'm building this like pretty defensible right here, right? Gonna go quick solar into a lab. Maybe build a few more wind.
Okay.
Because I know where he's gonna be, but yeah. So
very interesting plans. I like it. All right. Well, we will be casting this game, and I'm excited to see how you play and what it ends up being. So we will see you on the battlefield, sir.
See, I'm gonna leave the dude. Wait,
Yep.
1 second. Can you tell me?
Tactical pause.
What?
My tutorial audio is on.
Okay,
How do I
go
turn
to
that on?
settings,
Okay.
and then I believe it's under notifications.
Why did that turn on notifications?
Tutorial mode.
Why the hell is tutorial mode on? Weird.
Who knows?
Okay.
Not my problem. Go.
Of course,
Oh.
Mason says that.
Oh man. Okay. Well.
But anyways, yeah, bots are really good on this map, so we're gonna do that.
Alrighty.
And I will leave the call so you can cast it.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you for your input.
See ya. Bye.
Good luck. All right, so you heard it from the man himself. He's got a plan. He's going for a lab right off the bat, hopefully getting lots of windmills, and he believes he knows exactly where Beast Eater is going to be spawning, but he does not really understand that the Beast Eater has different plans. So we will see how that impacts the game here as we're starting out with some tick harassment. For those who do not know, Nebuchadnezzar is not very fond of ticks. He has a lot against them. He believes they should be nerfed. And it looks like they are just sitting here with their glorious little bodies, just choosing to watch as this giant commander is building away at windmills. And finally, they're off. They're off to the races to go harass the enemy in 3 different directions. Very interesting plays here. It looks like they are going, let's see, where are they headed? They're just doing a scouting run, not doing anything too crazy. Very good to see. The economy is starting out very much within neither person's favor, actually, as blue has a total of 7 metal coming in, where red has a total of 6.5 metal coming in. That is not a significant difference, and the economies are relatively the same. We also see that Beast Eater is going for the Cortex faction here. This is going to be the meta that most people would go for, as the Armada faction struggles to be able to maintain aggression against the Grunts. The Grunts have a slight outranging ability, whereas the Pawns are a lower range for sure, but have a little bit more speed. It is still well within the Grunts' capability to destroy and absolutely crush a pawn. So it is very frequent that people will do 1v1s with Cortex. You will probably be seeing that a lot amongst all the cast games tonight. Lots of Cortex openings. Anyway, we got a couple ticks here as they have spotted. Let's check the player view here. It looks like we have vision of the base finally here, which is great. And now we know that there is a giant 5.0 mechs here that is not being used. Very interesting to see. How has this affected the economy? So far, not really in any way. The economies are relatively similar across the map. The wind speed on this map is a maximum of 18. Let's check out the average here. Average wind speed is at 13.4, which is decent. It is not a bad choice to go for wind speed, but you are going to still get a lot of value out of a couple geothermal plants. So I would like to see those getting built at least towards the mid-early game as well. Hopefully we do see some energy conversion coming out as the wind speed begins to increase and more metal is spent on power. hopefully we will see that as well. We got a lot of construction bots coming out here. A very interesting play. I think that could be maybe better used as a single construction turret rather than spending a lot of that metal on the bots, but we will see as the game progresses how that affects everything. Alrighty, we are pushing up. We got a couple pawns here on the front line. This is a very large map as well. This is something that's quite interesting. Maps like this that have such a huge area that you have to control can be very difficult in 1v1s because there is just so much ground you have to cover and get proper control over. And as you expand out, you are more likely to be harassed as the game progresses. So we will see which player ends up properly harassing the enemy here. And so far, there does not appear to be any harassment, which is rather surprising, honestly. Grunts across the map, none of them really pushing for any aggression here. This could end up being a rather long game, as there appears to be no aggression early on, which definitely in the higher level OS games, there will be a lot of early aggression, just attempting to poke and prod the enemy to see where their boundaries are. We got some pawns moving in to get visual sight of the grunts here, but they are still largely not attempting anything too aggressive. One big thing that the Cortex will have as an advantage is their metal extractor. Their bonus metal extractor is a turret in and of itself. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a visual of this. Their metal extractor here, the exploiter, is very, very strong on 1v1s as it can defend itself. It's like building a turret and metal extractor all in one, and that will help be able to hold your position without having to build turrets in every single location. So if we end up seeing Beast Eater going for some exploiters, that would be huge for him in this game. Hopefully he realizes the advantage that can be had there, but we shall see as the game progresses. We have a little bit of radar here. This is great. This is a great position for the radar tower. It is able to get perfect view of everything across this whole area. Good to see. The radar tower will bounce off of any structures or, well, not structures, but any terrain that is in the way. So having a radar up here on this very high position is perfect. A perfect placement. We got some small aggressions happening here. Looks like one of the construction vehicles was destroyed from an engagement. I missed that. And then we have a pawn dead on the battlefield, probably the guy who killed him. But aside from that, not much fighting going on. It looks like we might be meeting here in the center of the map for some aggression. This is probably where our first fight will end up breaking out. But we really want to be mindful of the sides as well, because look at this here. We have a small group of grunts coming out to the side looking to get some sneaky plays off, while the radar vision just came up and is giving away some of the locations of what's happening here. But these grunts are going in a straight line straight for these unfortunate constructors. The question is, will they see them? That is the thing you must wonder. Will they see the constructors? Yes, they are found. Easily sniping them down. As the grunts get closer, they do more and more damage. Getting up to let's double check. What's the maximum damage they end up doing? They can get up to a total of 78 damage per second at maximum, or at a minimum range. So the very highest, what did I just do here? 1 second. I think I messed up one of my controls. Stop. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So at maximum range, the grunt's total damage output will be cut in half. At minimum range, it is at full potential. So a grunt can out damage a pawn at close range, but at longer range, it will be at a much smaller damage output. But that is one of the reasons why grunts are just so strong. Oh, poor Jinxer. He's giving us information here that he has lost his... was this your first game, Jinxer, that you lost, or is this your round 2 that you end up losing? The games do progress a little bit harder as it goes on, and you start to fight against some tougher and tougher opponents. while also being more evenly matched. So it is very interesting to see. Jinxer, do you have info on... Oh, we're doing a forward lab here. This is quite interesting, actually. We got some tanks coming out. This is a lot of metal. I'm curious, did we end up sucking up our T1 lab over in the back? No, we did not. We're still producing pawns out here and resbots. So we now have two bays producing units here. Very interesting. Tanks on the front line, whereas we do not see any such shenanigans from the red team, but we do have a massive glob of grunts coming up here. And oh, maybe he has gotten inspiration. We see vehicles popping out on this side of the map as well. But it does look like blue has quite a significant advantage so far. The economy is spiraling out of control for blue's side. He's got a total of 30 30 metal coming in, which is great. And then red, unfortunately, is only up to 16 metal. He has not spread the map nearly as efficiently as blue has, and blue is definitely punishing all the more for it. We got resbots coming in here on this side, getting some of these pawns and grunts back on their feet, ready to destroy and fight another day, which is great to see. Always looking to do some of that resurrection here, and Beast Eater is on the front, going up against some stouts here, definitely using that D-gun to maximum potential, whereas the stouts are great frontline vehicles, but you have to be careful because they do not do that much damage. Actually, they have a lower damage output. You're mainly building the stout for a tank, you know, for a tanky frontline defensive unit rather than an offensive unit. But it looks like the stout is pushing in regardless of the fact that it has a lower DPS. It does not matter. They are pushing in with aggression and looking to go for the kill here as pawns and grunts swarm in on poor Beast Eater. He is not going to be able to last much longer at half health. The vehicle bay is destroyed. Units just coming in on all sides. He's not going to have the ability to degun in this many directions. He is going to be surrounded and gunned down here. He's almost down to the last fraction of health, and he is gone. What a game. What a battle. Nebuchadnezzar comes out with the win after getting a lot of map control on this one and outproducing everything, using getting the most resources produced and most damage taken. While Beast Eater does get a lot of production damage on Nebuchadnezzar, it does not end up panning out. By the way, I wanted to say a big hello to Kosh, the Kosh. He is Badger Art. Good to see you, sir. I hope you are enjoying the cast and the game so far. That is one tournament down. Let's see if we can find some more to cast. Excellent game. Very good to see. Do we have some more? We got another one, room 3. Oops, there we go. Let's join in here and see what's going on. As we catch up. Of course, lagging out at 3 frames per second as the map goes crazy right now. I have a lot of different processes open, so my game is definitely going to be lagging as it is catching up here. Alrighty, what do we got going on here? We got a little bit more of a standard play, except for this time we're seeing some air play here, which is quite interesting. First, let's go meet the commanders here. We got Bantan here as the red commander with 31 OS, a very strong player going up against Space Dogeman, who is currently being absolutely harassed down to pieces. Where is Space Dogeman's commander? That is the question of the hour, as it looks like he is building labs across the map, and he's apparently we came right in time for a surrender. So that was a short-lived match. As the games progress, I'm sure they will be getting shorter. So we will be trying to catch the games before they end up getting to this point, because that was kind of pointless to cast. But anyway, we will move on to the next one and see if we can't catch a little bit more here. Waiting for round 3. This is where Bad Strategy is. For those who don't know, Bad Strategy is also casting games along with Effort. So if you would like to hop into a cast with one of them as well, you can find them on Twitch. And I hope that you guys will give them a follow, as they are great, great casters, great friends, and just they're really awesome to hang out with and enjoy their presence. So definitely give them some love, and be sure to tell them that I sent you. Alrighty, we got another game here. We are up against Pro X Factor. These are the big boys of the game. Pro X Factor being a actual pro. As it is in the name, so it is in the game. And we are up against Yerk, why is it? YXRET? I don't know. XRET? I guess I'll call him XRET, because I don't know how to pronounce that name. Anyway, he is at 37 OS versus a 52 OS. This guy is the professional. You want to know who plays in all the big leagues? That is this man here, Pro X Factor. I have heard his name. I'm sure all of you have as well. This is another win. It looks like he has done already. Don't worry, guys. We will be back live again shortly. After this small intermission, we're going to be moving on to round 3 of the night, and I hope you guys stick around for it as we move into the ad. And then we're going to also be doing a one-on-one conversation with, hopefully, Bad Strat, as long as he is willing to answer the call here. Round 3.
Hello, Jaws.
Hey,
We're looking
hey,
at round
hey.
3 over here.
Yes,
How you
we
doing
are.
over in your room.
Sir, I am having a great time.
You having a great time?
I've been enjoying casting. For those who don't know, this is the first time I've actually casted any games like this, like to this extent, and it is a quite enjoyable experience. Hopefully, I'm going to be looking at Kirito versus XZO Premier. That looks like room 22. That's kind of where I'm going to be sitting.
I'm watching Salamanca and Mango versus Triple L. Round 3, it's about to kick off.
Alrighty, that's exciting, man. They've been good games.
Exciting.
What's the biggest thing you've seen so far?
Well, for round 2, we watched X Factor versus Therixy, and it was a really quick game, really fast matchup. Basically decided on experience. Therixy was just sort of looking at the situation, decided that he'd messed up his build order enough that he wanted to just call it quits. So, an early capitulation around the 6-7 minute mark there. It was a really quick game.
Okay. Yeah, we had some longer back and forth ones on our first game. And then our second game, we actually had a chance to cast Nebuchadnezzar versus Beast Eater. And that was a little bit of a lower lobby, but it was still a great fight. Great amount of aggression and awesome map control on Nebuchadnezzar's part. He did a great job. Do you know what map we're supposed to be doing on this next round?
Fallendale. Fallendale is round 3.
Okay, Fallen
whereabouts?
Down. Alrighty. That was the chosen. Alrighty, perfect.
Awesome stuff. Check in after this round.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing another call with you, possibly as we get a little bit further into the cast.
We've got 3 more rounds after this one, 4 including round 3. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I might also try to get a call in with Jinxer, as he lost earlier on, but I want to get his input on how his games went and some ideas of how he can improve. So I will be sure to check in back with you. Definitely say hello to your stream, and I hope all of your guys are doing well over there. And just have a great time gassing this next game.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for checking in.
Yep, no problems.
Talk to you soon, Josie. Great. Hey, Effort, thanks for the raid. This is awesome.
All right, let's go ahead and see if we can't check in with Jinxer. He said previously that he had lost his game. Maybe he will be able to talk. I don't know. None of this is really pre-planned. I just figured it would be something fun for you guys to hear some of the behind the scenes of the people who are playing. And you know, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Is Reflection is not getting any other people in. I'm wondering if Exopremier had to end up leaving. He might have. Oh, Exopremier is incorrect. It should be Oh, no, it is correct. They are supposed to be against each other, so that's quite interesting. Looks like Jinxer did not pick up, so we are not going to be doing a call with him, unfortunately, but that is fine. I'm going to move on to see if we can't find a room that is active. We got Bad Strats room. We got round 3 here. Let's go ahead and cast this one here. This is an excellent game. It looks like it's some of the pros here.
So it begins.
So we've got Pro Factor Live going up against Bar Lord Vendor. This game has just started, it looks like. Let's make sure we are working here. Okay, now... Nope, we still are not functioning properly. I might have to give me a couple minutes, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Looks like... Oh, maybe it's working now? Nope, still not. Still not working. Interesting. Okay, yeah, give me a second. I will try to fix this problem really quick. Hopefully this is not too jarring for you all. Technical difficulties, right? Hey, I can't keep streaming today. My Wi-Fi went bad, so yeah, I'm so sorry about that effort. It happens, and it obviously is annoying and sucky, but at least you can still watch the cast, right? And still enjoy the experience. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We got Pro X Factor. He crushed the game right before we had a chance to really cast. He's opened up with a Bot Lab Cortex, as we generally see the pros do. And it looks like we are up against Bab Lord Vedor, and he opened up with also some Cortex Labs as well. They are going to be nitpicking over the very fractional amounts of damage here, as the pros will. Every little ounce of damage matters as they try to get that surround bonus on every single little grunt. Let's go ahead and check out here. We got Blue taking lots of ground over here on the front line, it looks like. And Red's commander coming up. It looks like they are having a little bit of problems with wind, possibly, as we see Vendor is building a bunch of solar panels here, which is quite interesting. I would have definitely expected him to be going for windmills, but maybe he's just trying to get that metal use put into energy, as maybe he is overflowing in the metal department and feels a need to keep producing energy here. I definitely would have gone solar or for some windmills here, as wind seems to be pretty decent at 18 wind. That's quite interesting. I would be sucking up some of these solar panels to be able to put into an army, as as I see he is stalling. But who am I? I am just a caster. I'm just a standard average tutorial fellow. A basic YouTuber. I know very little when it comes to the great things of Bar, as he is being surrounded here by lots of grunts. It looks like the economy is being ravished by these grunts from what's his name again? X Factor, pushing in and really harassing to death the economy of Red here, who is just trying his very best to maintain. It's already looking like this could be game over. With this much economy down, it could be extremely difficult to come back from this amount of damage. Multiple constructor units down and windmills destroyed. The economy is falling deeply for Red, while Blue is having a bit more energy. But it does look like Red is able to maintain control here, and that could be very very devastating for blue, because with red having control of all of this, you know he's pumping out res bots as we speak. Look at these little fellows going for resurrection at this moment. This will give him a huge spiral effect where he is able to resurrect this entire army and use it against blue. Let's take a look at blue's economy. He is starting to suck up his T1 metal, or T1 factory here, and going straight into a vehicle bay as he wants to use the power of the vehicles to overwhelm his enemy here. There are a bit of hills, so vehicles might be a little bit tougher to use in certain parts of the game, certain areas of the map, but he is going straight for some incisors, getting out these they're basically stronger grunts essentially that are able to push through and, you know, absolutely crush a grunt army that comes running in. They have a lot more health, a lot more range, a lot more damage. They're just not quite as mobile. So we'll see how this goes up. Incisors pumping out now at this point, able to get a little bit of aggression, but it looks like they're not really focused on this raiding party, as it looks like maybe X Factor is going to be struggling with his micro potentially, and maybe not even realizing that these grunts are right at his base. He does have his commander at base, so it won't be too hard to defend against these grunts, as he's probably going to be pushing up with some D-guns, I should imagine, and gunning these guys down. Potentially getting all of the resurrection on his side of the map now, which would be nice to see. And that is often something that you can expect, is a nice back and forth between resurrection and reclaim fields in the game. So he is going for a reclaim here. It looks like he was reclaiming some of that, but also has some units being resurrected as well. So very interesting to see. Red's base is still in a bit of a disaster. He's not too bad off with some of these solar panels. The solar panels, like I said, are a little bit stronger and able to be more resistant against the extra damage that is coming here, but my goodness, this base is just being destroyed, absolutely crushed on the front line here. And it looks like they're not going to be able to defeat this raiding party that crushed Lord Vedor's base. He's going to end up losing that bot lab, which is not ideal, and he's going for a cheeky play as he knows the game is over. He is going to be going for the calm drop. Will it be enough though to cause proper destruction? He's getting murdered from a lot of these units. He is now in a bad position where he is 1v1 and down in health. Oh my goodness. Capture and reclaim. That was never going to end well. He had to have D-gun that base in order to be able to do that, and X Factor comes out as the victor here. Very well done. Mason, you are up against Stardom. Oh my goodness, poor Mason, having a rough time of it. Very good game against Pro X Factor. He is crushing it, absolutely. As we move on to the next one, let's see who we can cast here. We got Jinxer, it looks like, against Extra Button. I'm not sure. Are they still in the rounds? Is Jinxer still in the rounds? That's a good question here. It looks like no, Jinxer. Yeah, Jinxer is in the rounds. So let's go ahead and join in on this game. We'll see where they're at currently with this tournament. They are going to be probably close to the end if they are doing well. Okay, he AFK in that lobby, so that's a win for me. Has it been 15 minutes yet? Wait, is he seriously AFK? You'll have to end up calling Nebuchadnezzar and sorting that out. Nebuchadnezzar is going to be the one who ultimately has the call on it. All right, so the economy is looking fairly equal here. Extra Button has a bit more energy, and blue has a bit more metal, so it's a bit of a trade-off here. Obviously, metal is going to be the most valuable resource in this game, so Extra Button will likely have a little bit of a disadvantage compared to Jinxer. There's already been some fighting going on here, a little bit of tick harassment being done with Jinxer, and he is causing problems with just a little minuscule unit like a tick. These guys cannot be underestimated. They can be very tough to keep an eye on and control. So just be careful with when dealing with these pesky little critters. As happy as they look, they are little devils, able to do great damage. So that tick getting absolutely fantastic value here. We got some resurrection going on. Always good to see. If half of your units are filled with halos, then you are doing a great job at your resurrection. And even resurrecting the small guys like the ticks can be an excellent play as well. Jinxer building, having a lot of metal expansion here, trying to expand across the whole map as quickly as he can, it looks like. And his base, it really struggling with, he's at the point where he's overflowing metal, which is absolutely hilarious. He has very little production, honestly, as far as at his base goes. He needs to get some actual construction turrets out here. That would be fantastic to see. And maybe even just produce mainly construction units at this point from his factory, because he has all this metal just going to waste. There's no uses for it here. He's trying to now get some solar panels up. That's a great use of that metal, as he is still overflowing even now. Absolutely insane. And we got Kirito. Hey, yo, Jaws, ain't you supposed to be modding my game? XD, we got a troll. Wait, are you serious? Do you actually have a troll? If you have a troll, I can hop over. What lobby is this? Okay. See here. I'm on the way. Okay, Effort's gonna take care of it for you and handle whatever is happening if there is an issue with trolls. Okay, and it looks like Blue he's got a decent army up, which is pretty interesting. Red has the economy, like as far as energy goes, but his army is very, very hard to even find. There's not very many units coming out on Red's side of things, so that's quite a problem there. Getting gunned down, it looks like. Rapidly gunned down. Plenty of defenses. Yeah, Red needs to start scaling up his economy and his metal production here. He has not done anything as far as the metal production that he should have. Although he does have a decent amount of metal in his coffers, Blue is just going to be able to do so much more. And it looks like the commander might be going for a GG play. Who knows here? This could actually be bad for Jinxer. If he is not careful, these pawns could end up shredding his commander, and his commander not having the energy to degun because he did not invest in the proper resources here. He's gone. Jinxer is gone after having so much of an economy lead. Absolutely insane. That is completely frustrating for him, I'm sure, as he had plenty of opportunity if he had only had his commander a little bit more well placed. Very, very good game there. Very good game to see. Alrighty. You fumbled hard. I was just casting your game, sir, and I am sorry about that. That was a rough game for sure. Who else is left here? We got Space Doge here. It looks like they are probably going to be close to done though with their game. We shall see. We shall see how far along they are. It'd be hard to imagine that they are not close to the end. Oh, actually, it looks like they are not. They had just started the game. I don't know if is this an official server? Let me double check. Okay, so we got what is it? Luish? I'm not sure if this is an official casting. The only person we're waiting for is yeah, this isn't an official casting. Okay, so we're already on round 4, guys. So we're gonna leave this lobby and try to find the next round. I'm gonna go ahead and give another call to the next group of people. I'm gonna be running another ad as well. So giving over a phone call here in a second.
What's coming in now?
Howdy, sir.
Jordy, yes, how you doing? Check in after round 3. I'm looking for my
Check in.
round 4.
Yes, round 4. Have we picked a map yet?
Not that I've seen. Not that I've seen. Is Chad still playing his game?
I don't think so. I think we're basically all finished with the official
Okay.
versus matches here.
All right. I need to get these guys out of their game.
We just updated not that long ago, I think, and we got X Factor versus Contra. We got Nebuchadnezzar versus Salaman. We've got Jinxer versus Barcast. That will be an interesting game. We got Banta
I thought it. Yes, that is. Yeah.
Banta versus Esper, and then
Santana,
Starpleb,
Yeah.
Starpleb, Space Dogeman, Extra Button versus Vendor, and Kirito versus Therexy.
Yes, Therexy, and I think he's in a game at the moment, so I don't know how to ring them. But their round is ready.
I don't think
I'm
that's
gonna
it.
tell
I
him.
don't think those are actually. I don't think that's actually Therexy. Is it? Actually,
What do you mean?
maybe it is.
Therexy and Kirito.
Were they just doing a mess around?
Yeah, they're just having a mess around, I think.
Ah,
I'm going to tell them your round is ready.
but that's not Kirito.
No, I know. They're just having a game in between rounds.
Oh, okay, got you. I see.
Yeah.
I'm being thick-skulled. All right, let me. It looks like we're swapping over to what is this map here? This is the Halet Maze. Halet Maze is the next round.
Halite Maze is the next round. Cat Cafe
Halite.
is on it. Well, however you want to pronounce it, I guess.
Okay.
I can't find this. Kirito 324 guy.
Yeah, I think I'm friends with him. Let me see if he's in right now.
Yeah.
No,
Exciting for round 4, though. I'm very excited.
I don't
But nothing to do with
see.
the caffeine.
Yeah, I don't see him. It doesn't look like he's online. Or maybe. Oh wait. Is his name in-game Reflection? It might be.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Oh, he's not here. I'm not. Yeah, Reflection. Yeah, it is Reflection. Okay.
Reflection is his name, yeah?
Yes. He was
Nice.
having an issue with the troll earlier, I think. So
Yeah.
that's what happened. Why on earth is he not popping up on my game? Where is he? Oh, he is in battle. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Do you know who you're gonna be spectating this game?
Yes, I'm Therexy and Kirito.
Okay, so you're gonna be with Reflection. So look for Reflection, and
I'm with Reflection right now.
okay, perfect. I will, I guess, be specking Space Dogeman and the Beast
Nice.
Eater.
Excellent stuff.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give a call over to probably
Would you
Nebuchadnezzar.
drop into? Yeah, would you drop into Therexy's game and tell him? I did message him.
Okay, I'll do what I can. I'll let you know.
Nice.
Okay. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, let's see. Howdy. So it looks like one of our guys hopped into a really quick 1v1. And it's not really quick.
We'll tell him to leave. He's in the tournament.
I know, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, just have the other person in the lobby wait. These games are going way faster than I thought they would.
Yeah, they are going really, really fast. But they are also really going good, I think.
Yeah.
We are at bar fight night number 4, round number 4. Fight night. So
my
how?
second match was against Barcast.
Oh yeah, how did that
It did
go?
not go well. It did not go well.
Yeah, I figured that might not go well. That's a tough one for sure.
Well, okay, actually, it went well for me considering that, considering the circumstances, I feel like I played really well.
Sure. Yeah, when you're up against someone who's really good, I mean, you can only do as much as you can do, right?
Yeah. Apparently his APM was insane.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, good players, my goodness, their APM is very crazy. My game ended up crashing, so I didn't end up being able to hop in and tell him. Let's see. Where is he? Where's this guy?
Yeah, we could probably get away with doing best 2 out of 3s in the next one or something.
Sure. Especially with how many folks we have who are interested.
So it begins.
Yeah.
Oh, he just ended. Okay, sweet. So he just ended.
Yeah. We could, dude, I don't know. Part of me wants to even host a new bracket. Post-tournament bracket.
Alrighty, sweet. So he is heading to his location he needs to. Okay. Oh, they just started their game, I think. I wanted to hop into, where is it? Where are you, buddy? Where did they end up going? Oh, there they are. I wanted to hop into Space Dogeman.
How's he performing so far?
Space Dogeman's been doing really good from what I've seen, and he's won several of his games. Obviously, I haven't been able to see all of his games, though. That's a problem, and it's kind of hard to keep track of every single person that I've been jumping into. But I think he's been doing all right. Obviously, he's in the lower bracket right now, so that means he's not performing the highest, but that's all right. Is Star Pleb actually Stardom? That's a question I just received.
I have no idea. Is Stardom playing? It might not be.
Maybe someone in the chat would know. Someone in the chat, is Star Pleb actually
Someone
Stardom?
in the shot.
If anyone knows, be sure to announce it.
Oh, I APM stalled, man.
So it looks like Dogeman is going to be gone for 3 minutes, guys. Then we'll be heading straight into the game from there. But Nebuchadnezzar, I am going to go ahead and end the call. Just wanted to check in with you, see how things are going, making sure everything is as anticipated.
Yep, I think so. I mean, it was a shit show a little bit, but
we'll get it refined as we do it more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. See you on the next one, buddy. Good luck with your game.
See ya. Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty, we are in with Beast Eater and Space Dogeman. My settings always end up bugging out for my controller. I do not understand why. Come on now. Don't mess me up here. I need you. I need you to do everything that you're supposed to do.
And his name is John C.
That's right. The game of the century, boys. The game of the century. As long as I can get my controller to start, we'll be good. Otherwise, we'll have no games of no centuries. My word. Well, that's why it's not registering properly. Well, guys, it looks like I broke my controller somehow.
So it begins.
So I can't cast the game like I normally would. What happened? No. Yes, this is a sad moment. Oh my goodness. That's bad. Okay, well, you live and you get sad, I guess. Like, we don't have a controller anymore. We're gonna have to fix that, especially since most of my YouTube videos use that controller settings. Oh man, that's not good. Either we're gonna have to find out what broke, or we're going to have to get a new one rapidly as well, because I use that controller every day I make YouTube videos, it seems like, or most days I make YouTube videos. So sad days for me. Anyway, happy days for us, sad days for me. Let's hop into this game. Let's see here. We got Space Doge Man. He is opening with a lab here. He's got some ticks planned, some pawns planned, and a couple constructors. It looks like he's going for 2 constructors right off the bat. Always a good idea to do. No E-stall there, which is great. And we got Beast Eater on the other side here. He's got Cortex going for 3 constructors and a couple grunts right off the bat. A little bit less planned out than Space Dogeman. And as you know, with games like this, you want to be planned out. If you are not planned out, you are going to potentially lose your game, because the more micro that you can, or the more APM that you can save in your planning, the better off it is for you in your games. We got ticks coming across the game. We have a full factory loaded up with units that we know exactly what we're building, whereas with Beast Eater, we do not have a full factory loaded up with units that could end up stalling our early game out a little bit if we are not careful. We got a couple grunts coming across, just holding the position here as just a sentry, and an early radar tower to catch any early aggression we get with these ticks, especially as he shuts down the tick aggression rapidly and with ease. 3 more ticks coming across the battlefield here, and Beast Eater is looking to get that mechs up into his grouping, get a little bit of that extra metal income, always a good thing to have. And the last tick runs off knowing that he stands no chance. We've got some pawns coming across, it looks like. How many do we have here? Let's see. We only have 2 pawns so far being made. We've got some solar panels as wind speed has died down a bit. That's always not a good thing to see, is when your wind speed drops to essentially 0. We got an AFK commander here as well. We kind of would want to see some expansion, I would guess, with the commander, or maybe building a single LLT could be nice on the front line to be able to hold, just protect your base. Having 1 LLT there is always a good idea, just in case one pesky critter sneaks into the back and destroys that base. We got some construction units going for some very basic economy increase here, and we got another construction unit going for some more economy, and we're going to be going with the very expensive Twilight, the stealth metal extractors. Those can be a good investment, but they do cost a little bit extra metal at 200 metal instead of a single 50 metal extractor, where each metal extractor is only going to be receiving 1.7 metal per second. So it's going to take several minutes to receive value back from these metal extractors, and they are going to take a while to build. They will, however, be harder to kill. I'm just not sure if this is the appropriate play here. I think it could end up biting him in the behind here later on. We shall see. Getting some energy conversion, always a good idea as you're stalling energy, or not stalling. As you're overflowing energy, there is no better option than to go for some basic energy conversion. That will give you proper uses of your economy, making sure to refine just as much of a maximizing as you can do here. We got some grunts and pawns on the front line. Looks like a standoff. Potentially the pawns being able to win this fight here. We got a total of 9 selected versus a total of 12. Now that the grunts have gotten reinforcements in, the pawns will easily be shut down, and honestly, they are kind of AFK right now. Not very good for Space Dozeman, as he is a little bit unaware of his front line at the moment. It could be very bad. These type of matches can end up spiraling out of control very, very rapidly. I would almost recommend the Space Dogeman starts building something a little bit longer range, because these pawns are just getting shut down so quickly. It's not going to be a good deal for him as the game progresses. These grunts pushing across the map, looking for every opportunity to aggress. Thankfully, these are cloaked, so they might not get sniped down, and the blue obviously seeing, oh, there's nothing here, and maybe just walking right past these metal extractors could be valuable in and of itself, but he will likely end up running straight into them. That's the danger, is as he runs into them, potentially killing them right off the bat. Not a good idea. We got a couple more pawns coming out here. It is just looking worse and worse for Space Dogeman here, getting surrounded, his construction unit dying rapidly, and the grunts walking right by and finding the metal extractor but not killing it. It looks like, I don't know, there's one grunt here sacrificing himself with an EMP, and that was definitely not worth at that point. I do not think that Mex got its value quite yet, and it's very possible that this one gets caught as well. In fact, likely. Oh, we got an EMP there with a self-destruct. That was an excellent value there for Space Doge. I would actually recommend he does not degun this group, but eats up the wreckage. Using that metal to fund his armies would be fantastic, especially since he has so little map control now at this point compared to Beast Eater. It looks like he does not go for that potential. Actually receiving a decent amount of value there. Getting how much metal? Yeah, getting a couple hundred metal just free for him to grab there. Obviously, he could have gotten a little bit more if he didn't degun them, as that shreds all the metal and just eviscerates it into tiny particles that are no longer being capable of being used. Unfortunately, that did happen. Now we have some grunts coming into the hills of this map. What's this map called again? The Halite Maze. The Halite Maze, who knows? Well, one of those is correct. And the hills of Halite are apparently devastating for grunts, as they are being guarded very well by these LLTs, who are getting definitely some strong value there. Unfortunately, we did see the constructor get sniped down on this side as well, and most of blue just using a little bit of aggression could potentially capture a lot of this map, as there are very little units out on the field here. I would love to see some res bots getting queued up. It does not look however, that is the case for red. There are units on the ground here to be resurrected into his army. He could have a decent sized army here. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like maybe 12 bodies that he could resurrect into his grouping here. We do have a Centurion. These are going to be very strong at pushing up against the grunts, as grunts are not going to be able to handle the firepower that a Centurion does have at its disposal, and the range also is very good at chipping away at the grunts without them being able to hit in. But the only problem with this map is how large it is. He's not going to be able to use the Centurion as effectively due to how slow it is, because it cannot get into the positions that it needs to be able to fight against these large armies here. We got Space Dogeman personally taking the stand, coming over here, gathering some of these mexes, and getting that economy back into his control. It looks like we have 200 metal coming in versus 18 metal coming in, which is honestly very surprising. I would have expected a lot more metal to come in from the Beast Eater, seeming how he has so much map control compared to Space Dogeman, especially early on. It looks like he kind of floundered that opportunity, and now it is possibly turning the tide as Space Dogeman begins to capture more of these mexes. It could become very bad for him, but he does not see that his economy is about to be destroyed here. A big raid coming in from the Beast Eater, wiping out all of his wind turbines, and thankfully the Centurions were here, able to shut down that raid rather quickly, but still it was a bit devastating for him. Almost lost even one of the higher health units, like the T1 solar panel. It does have quite a bit of health, so even losing that could be quite devastating for him as well. Any amount of damage he can do is massive when it comes to the economy. Our energy productions are starting to level out, but Beast Eater is struggling still with having the metal production. He is not keeping up with the Space Dogeman here. Quite interesting to see. It looks like we have a heavy laser built here, which is going to be very tough, even though Centurions do have quite a significant amount of DPS. Going in with just a couple Centurions up against that many turrets is never going to turn out well. Turrets do have a lot of HP, or not a lot of HP. They have a lot of damage per second with a lower HP, while also having slightly longer range. So trying to use units that have longer range to counter the turrets is going to be a better decision on Space Dogeman's part. I would definitely recommend getting some rocket bots in here, if for nothing else, just to take out some of these light laser turrets as the game progresses. We got the commander coming up to the front here. We need to be very, very careful of that, because as the commander pushes up closer, the front line could end up pushing him for blue. Blue could take a couple units and surround the commander and end up killing him on the front line if Space Dogeman is not very, very careful here. I am very surprised to see that so much metal is on the battlefield right now. We have groups of 500, groups of 100, a couple hundred across the map. I mean, there's easily over 1,000 metal, I would assume, across the map here that is just being left available. Obviously, Space Dogeman and Beast Eater both have a similar amount of metal in their total bars here, as far as in their possession, and so they might not see a need to go for it now, but even just being able to resurrect it would be extremely valuable. Looks like we are getting a call from Badstrat. Welcome in, Badstrat. We are currently in the middle of a game against Space Dogeman and Beast Eater.
Wonderful. How's it looking? We've just finished up our round 4 here. Reflection and Phyrexia. Phyrexia took the dub, but it was a really good play. Almost one of the most incredible comp snipes we've seen in 1v1 on Bar Fight Night. Fill me in. Who's it looking like?
Well, it started out very interesting, actually, because we had Space Dogeman coming out with a little bit of a greedy build right off the bat, going mainly for economy and a slight early harassment, which got shut down pretty rapidly, and he was falling behind heavily and actually lost a lot of map control, but he's taken it back with a lot of the metal reclaim being on his side of the map now. It's looking like he could end up winning this fight. Beast Eater going for a very interesting play with two different unit bays, essentially. He's got a bot lab on one side of the map and a bot lab on the other side of the map, so essentially splitting his...
Two labs.
He's splitting his forces in half, which is quite a unique response. But he is pushing a large amount of grunts into the base of Space Dogeman, who is he does not have the response he needs to be able to defend against this. So I'm very interested to see how this ends up turning
awesome.
out. He does have
right,
some
chat.
Dragon Claws.
Well, now listen, chat. Now you can catch the rest of that game over on Jaws Munch's channel. That's Jaws Munch 304. Go over, check out his stream for a second, and Jawsy, give me a call back when your round is over. And we'll
okay.
round 5.
Absolutely,
right.
absolutely.
Super stuff.
Yeah, thanks for
a
calling.
lot.
And it looks like the grunts have made quick work. Space Dogeman's energy has dropped down to a mere 90 energy production, starting to try to climb back up. But after a destruction like that, it would appear that the game could be over. He's got some Centurions holding these hallways, or these small hilly areas here, but he just is not going to have the resources to make it back from devastation like that. The metal production is the same, but the energy production is so far behind for poor Space Dogeman. He is not going to make it. He is doing a rush into the commander, kind of just charging his forces and hoping for the best, and they are de-gunned down immediately. The energy is so low. He's having trouble firing these turrets, and going up against rocket bots is just not going to end well here for him. He's trying to use all of the metal he does have to start building some of these solar collectors, but it's just not going to be enough. I don't think he's going to have to start reclaiming some of this metal on the field. He really should have produced some of those res bots. As we see in some of the higher level games, res bots can be the difference between winning and losing matches. Where we only have seen constructors come out, definitely was not a good play on his part. He did invest a lot of metal into his defenses here, and they got a little bit of value, but not quite enough, I think, to pay for themselves at 340 metal apiece. And now we got a barrage of rockets coming in, landing on the commander. He has not enough energy to be able to cloak himself, and it is not looking good for poor Space Dogeman, struggling to run from this giant group of units that are charging in towards him here. Grunts coming in, getting the surround bonus, and trying to get a couple D guns off. It's just not going to end up working out as more grunts come in, but from behind. This is definitely the end of the game for Space Dogeman. It is just not looking good. Every little shot is enough to devastate our poor commander here on the front. We do still have the lab coming up, and he's starting to get his energy back in control, but to hide from this large group, it's just a matter of time before they catch up with him. And it looks like we're down to the last bit, and he is gone. What a game. What a game. Absolutely fantastic.
So that's how it ends.
And we will see. Maybe we have an opportunity to cast another one for round 4, but I am not sure that we will. We will give it a shot. There could be very few rounds left that are still being played. That was one of the longer rounds, it looks like. So yes, we are back into we're going to be on to round 5, guys. We're having problems right now. Alrighty, that is obviously not good. We'll try to get a call in with Nebuchadnezzar and see what's happening. And pardon the advert, guys. We're going to be doing a ad and also going into a call with Nebuchadnezzar. What type of problems are we having? Oh.
There, yes.
Howdy.
Hey,
What's up?
Here we all are.
How's it going so
Okay.
far?
Pretty good so far, I'd say.
Yeah, the no-shows are a bummer. I think those were just people trolling, but still pretty good turnout.
I'm having a hard time right now because of apparently Stardom is in a lobby waiting, but I've also heard that he hasn't showed up to any of his matches. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to figure this all out right now.
Okay, should I not have taken him out?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, the time frame is the time frame, and we can't have people just waiting. How long has he been sitting?
That is a great question. I didn't add that. It's in the chat though, and apparently.
Is there a thing of who to contact on the tournament if there's problems?
Did Doge fight Star Pleb?
I think he did. Wait, yeah, I just casted Space Dogeman against.
No, he was playing against Mason.
Mason.
That's right. Okay. So I don't think. So that doesn't answer if Star Pleb showed up or not.
All right. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure this all out.
Reflection versus Salamanca and Mango again. Oh no, Salamanca and Mango played.
Okay, Star Pleb did not show up for round 2. Okay, so that means he's out. Okay.
He's out, yeah.
Okay.
How many do we have right now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right. I'll get to go and take the X Factor versus Bantana game then.
Okay, well, so Jinx is put up against Star Pleb right now.
Yeah.
What maps are we
It's
doing?
alright.
Are we doing Onyx?
Yeah.
It's Onyx Cauldron.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
This is our final game, right? Final.
Yeah.
Game? Okay. Cool.
All right, everybody. Good luck to best of 3. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yep. See you later.
See you later, guys.
Here, wait.
Alright.
Could someone?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
I need to figure something out. Hold on. I want to ask. Is anyone without a game? Just got pinged.
Hold up, I need to
Oh,
double
where'd he go?
check here. So we got Kirito versus Salaman.
Okay, so Jinx. Bummer. Jinx might be up against no one. I'm against. Who am I against? Oh, I'm not in round 5, so.
Oh, you're not? You
Why
got
not?
you got bumped?
Yeah, I got bumped, but I'm just gonna take Star Pleb's place.
Okay.
And play Jinxer. Ooh, rematch. Okay.
Oh, the rematch. Oh, somebody's got to watch that match. Somebody's got to check.
All right. Well, I'm going to check on X Factor versus Bantana, and
Okay.
I guess good luck.
Yeah. Good luck.
Alrighty. Yeah. Thank you guys. We will check back again next round.
Yep.
Awesome
Cool,
stuff.
cool.
All right.
If anybody's looking for X Factor, send them to my stream.
All right. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be casting Reflection, also known as Kirito, versus Salaman. It's going to be an exciting game. We're starting to get down to the nitty-gritty of people getting bumped out of the tournament, so it is exciting to see people hopping in and out and enjoying themselves. We're getting down to the last couple rounds. Let me see. I'm going to do a read off really quick of the folks that are still in the tournament. We are at round 5. Okay, round 5. X Factor versus Batana or Batan. Yeah, wait, Bantana. I don't know why I was getting confused with that name. Anyway, X Factor versus Bantana. We got Vedor versus Barcast. Extra Button versus Space Dogeman. We got Esper Triple versus Beast Eater. Contra versus Therexy. And then Starpleb versus Jinxer, which I think Starpleb didn't end up showing. So that's going to be Nebuchadnezzar versus Jinxer. And then we've also got Kirito versus Salaman, which is who we are casting now. Alrighty, Salaman starting off with 2 mexes going into some windmills, it looks like. And we got Reflection, or Kirito, going for 2 mexes, going into 3 windmills, and possibly a bot lab, would be my guess. Yes, absolutely, that is what is happening. And over on this side, Salaman is actually replacing due to the wind speed, it looks like. That can happen as you start the game and start going. Your wind speed can end up picking up quite a bit, and you need to reposition so that you don't end up wasting too much of your energy. And he's got his T1 bot lab out. In a couple minutes, we'll see who breaks first. It looks like it's going to be both almost an even tie, I would guess here. So Reflection's been doing very well in the tournament so far. I can't tell, is there any stats that give us his win rate currently? Let's see. Yes, we do have win rates here. For where is it? Kirito. For Kirito, he has won a game and lost a game. I'm not seeing, because this is round 5, he should have more games than just that. I'm not sure why it does not. I'm going to do a refresh. Here we go. Refreshed, and now we have Kirito with a total of 2 wins, 2 losses. X Factor live with 4 wins total. Contra with 3 wins, 1 loss. Therexy with 3 wins, 1 loss. Barcast 3 wins, 1 loss. Vedor 3 wins, 1 loss. Bantana 3 wins, 1 loss. Extra Button 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Along with Kirito, 2 wins, 2 loss. Salaman 2 wins, 2 loss. Esper Triple 2 wins, 2 loss. And those are the official numbers for those who have been playing so far. So very exciting to see. Love to see the tournament going on. We have some LLTs being put out. Obviously, we are not wanting to be harassed this game, and there is nothing wrong with that. Harassment is always irritating. We've already got some ticks on the front line here for some scouting to see what's going on, see when the enemies are coming across. We got Salaman going for a couple construction turrets over here to the island to get some of these mexes. Definitely a good idea. We got a little bit of metal scattered across the map here. These dark crystals do have metal in them. Let's see, how much do we have? We got several hundred metal across this more canyony, rocky terrain here. So I'm hoping to see a couple res bots ending up coming over here and trying to get the metal advantage that is available to them. But it does not look like that is a high priority for these players at the moment. Maybe a little bit sad to see. We do have some some... Why am I forgetting the name? Energy converters. My goodness, I feel terrible. Energy converters over here getting built. Always good to see. He's probably a little bit overpowered on the energy conversion at this point, but it is good to have them. I might have waited a little bit until later on in the match to have them up, but it is good to have them. He is blocking off his front area here. Reflection is not wanting any harassment to enter his base. I'm actually rather surprised he spent so much money on a beamer turret so early on the game. That seems like it could have been a little bit of a waste there. It might have been better to rather buy a single Lazarus bot and then go for some of this metal reclaim. That could have really jump-started your economy and given you a bit of an advantage early on. Salaman over here getting some vision out, always a good idea. Got some bots coming over here for some metal extraction. Very good to see, and we still don't have any res bots, which I am flabbergasted by the amount of energy that is across the map here. Let's take a look. How much energy and metal. This map is massive as far as energy and metal goes. Let's see if we can't get a call here. We've got over 900 metal across the map on the ground right now with 125,000 energy waiting to be sucked up, and they have not built a single resurrection bot. This is insane. I would have definitely built one myself, at least just one to help me jumpstart my economy. But you know, they are the ones doing the 1v1. They can choose to use the units as they see fit. We have another couple, a little bit maybe redundant, but not terrible. Just getting some more vision out here with these radar towers. Good to see. We got some grunts across the field here. Just watching the islands, it looks like they are here just to harass any construction units that may be coming across. Checking out the metal income, right now we are at 14 metal income for Reflection, who's playing it very, very safe and going for maybe an economy win with his energy conversion, but I don't think that's going to be a sustainable option here, as it's not going to be nearly as powerful as having a couple metal extractors on the front. He does have a decent amount of units, and he's focusing mainly on producing them, but I don't think he's getting the value he needs. Here we finally see a Resbot coming out with a very large reclaim field, as there is tons and tons of reclaim across the map. It doesn't matter where you choose to reclaim, it's always going to bring you loads of value here. We got lots of pawns coming in to do some harassment on these grunts, gunning them down rapidly. Pawns obviously not doing quite as good of a trade against the grunts, as we have seen most of the professional players in the game have been going for grunts and Cortex in the 1v1 situation. We got a single grunt here sneaking up in the back line. We didn't really see how he got there, but it's an excellent position. He is able to get some vision of the economy and get an idea of what is happening across the map here. He might even be able to find a weak spot over on this side here where he can get past some of these LLTs. The LLTs are going to be blocked. If we can, obviously not as easy without a controller. This is why it would have been nice to have my controller not break on me in the middle of the casting. Anyway, so LLTs are going to be blocked by windmills. The windmill is a square section that goes directly up to the height of the LLT. So if he sneaks his grunt across, my goodness, if he sneaks his grunt across over to this side, he could potentially hit this area right here without getting any harassment from the LLTs. So that is a missed opportunity, but we have something he does not have, and that is a vision of the entire map. So very interesting. Blue absolutely scaling the whole map. He is definitely warmed up now, crushing the economy side of things at 29 metal per second coming in, and he is using every single bit of it, building some flame turrets up here even to stop any pushes that may come to his base. It is good to remember that on this map, this terrain here is traversable by bots. So even having just a single defense here to block this ramp push is not going to be enough for his entire base, because all of these pawns could swing around, come up behind, and wreak havoc on the base here if they were aware that this Dragon's Maw was there. But even then, with the Dragon's Maw being gone, putting in this economy damage is going to be huge, absolutely devastating, but there are enough LLTs and such in the base that they cannot totally destroy his economy. We still have this one grunt here just as a scout, still not being sighted, even though there is vision of it here in the corner. They just are, our reflection is not pushing in on him. Apparently it's not enough of an issue for him to worry about. I would like to see some of our construction units going across the map, trying to get some of these metal extractors built up. There's so much metal here that's just going to waste on the front line with reflection. I guess his goal maybe is to harass his opponent to the point where he eats all of the metal and he doesn't need metal extractors. And to be fair, he did do devastating blow on the economy, but it's just undecided whether or not it was still worth it. That was a lot of metal that he pushed into that attack, and there's so many defenses here. He lost a lot of units here. This is almost 1,000 metal on the ground at this point, and he's going to try to get some of that reclaim, but Blue has it well in his control with these LLTs. It would be wise to get an LLT lined up on the front here to contest this reclaim field so that it is not just falling directly into Blue's hand. The Blue commander is going to love to eat that reclaim and eat it for free as well. That's going to put Red farther and farther behind on the economy side as the Blue scales up to 40 and 30 metal per second, filling up his economy very rapidly here and building a couple more LLTs. And this looks to be the area where we are actually going to be fighting today. This is the front line has been set, and this is the area, the Battle of the Pond, to see who will gain the advantage, having just maces out here as the longer range weaponry. And we're starting to see Blue, his economy has been built. He is now ready to devastate Red, and Red's economy is just not going to be able to keep up. We have plenty of energy and plenty of energy conversion, but we're just lacking the metal production over here, basically ignoring the mexes across the battlefield. A very interesting play here. I would definitely have gone for a couple rocket bots as well to do consistent harassment here. That is something that we have not seen in any of our games, really, is any rocket bot harassment. Those are common units that we see most of the time on other games, but this game, these 1v1s, they have not been popular. We have rarely seen them coming out. Now we are starting to see some coming out as we see the LLTs are there and difficult to deal with. It is going to be a little bit of an easier way to go up against these LLTs, although you're going to need a significant number of them to be able to fight. Now we have a decent amount of grunts coming in. They're going to be cutting off the reinforcements here, and that's one thing with the rocket bots is they are not good at 1v1 against a pile of running units. And it looks like the Red commander knows when he's done, ends up getting his commander into the LLT gunfire and is completely lost, essentially surrendering the game because he knew there was nothing left that he could do. Well matched, well fought. Very good to see. All right, let's see if we have any other games that are continuing to go here for Fight Night. We got Space Dogeman. Let's check out. Oh wait. Yeah, let's check out Space Dogeman here. He's probably a little bit further along, so we'll see how long this ends up lasting. It might be over by the time we even load in. That's often how it goes as the games become more and more even. Oh, it looks like we're starting off at the very beginning of the game. Apparently, a very good time to cast this game. Excellent, good to see. I really want to work on my controller here. I would love to be able to still use it. Just not sure what would have gone wrong. If I can get it to work, we'll be able to have a little bit more of an entertaining time casting these games. Hey, it looks like we've got light. We've got action. We just now need the camera. And we'll be set. Okay, we got the controller recognized. Settings. Toggle on. Okay, we are getting inputs. And now, there we go. All right, let's see. Yes, our controller is back, everyone. We are saved back in time for the big fight between Space Dogeman, who is opening with vehicles. Not something you see very often on a... Let me see here. Smoothing. Oh, that's what's going on. Interesting issue. Okay, I am having a weird bug with my controller right now. Hold up. Yeah, one of my key inputs is always on. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess. It'll still work. Hopefully. Anyway, so yeah, we have a slightly laggy controller. Anyway, we don't often see us opening with bot labs here, or with construction vehicles, as they do cost a lot more metal to get units out on the game, or out on the field here. But it looks like both players maybe predetermined that they will be going for the vehicle bays, as they both have them being produced. I guess they're trying to start maybe a new meta here, where they open with vehicles instead. We have the economy of blue at 11 metal per second, which is very good to see. That's not a bad economy right off the bat. And then we have the economy of red over at 8 metal per second versus 13 metal per second. Obviously a significant loss in metal there as far as production goes. The vehicle starting out with a single laser turret exploiter. That's actually not a bad choice. Having the exploiters are a fantastic choice for expansion, as you're going to be able to maintain your mech's control. They do cost some extra metal, but they also have that gun on them. It's 240 metal versus a single LLT, which costs... let me see here, 90 metal. So it's a little bit more than an LLT, but they have also, yeah, it's about the same damage as an LLT. So, they are quite stronger. They have 1,200 health. So it is a worthy investment. It's a metal extractor that can fight back. So definitely worth. Alrighty, not very much really going on yet. With vehicles, the start is just so much slower. It's hard to see the early aggression, but we are definitely getting a decent amount from red pushing in, trying to snipe constructors and construction vehicles. This vehicle is not going to stand any chance. He's ultimately going to die rapidly versus that poor incisor there. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. Really would like to change the smoothing on my controller, but it is what it is. Still having issues. Why on earth is it bugging out like this? Okay, I'm gonna try to replug it in, see if that fixes it. Now we're just guys, I'm so sorry. Technical issues are always fun. Okay, let's see here. I'm really kind of bummed about it as well. Let's try a reboot on this. It was working so well. Something, my people need me. What? What are you talking about? Your people need you. Okay, we got that working. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think we fixed it. Yeah, we're good now. Okay, so now we are solid. Alrighty. The controller is acting appropriately. Get a little bit less. There we go. That's better. Alrighty, we're good. We're good. Welcome, Chris Floofy, to the chat, sir. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but welcome in. Alright, we got a little bit of a battle here. It looks like Red lost some incisors while we were busy fixing technical issues. We got some rovers coming in. What are these actually called? Rascals. Rascals for the Cortex version. Rascals coming in alongside as well. And we're starting to finally get some expansion here, which is quite interesting. I would have expected a little bit more expansion a little bit quicker, but that's kind of how it goes with vehicles. The power spike is just a lot later on in the game. Let's see if we can't catch up to where Red's base is here. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a fight here with some brutes coming in, doing some massive economy damage, killing a couple units there, and getting ultimately shut down. Now this is something that might be considered a metal deposit. Honestly, these guys might not be getting quite the value needed in order to be worth the push. And I'm just flabbergasted at the amount of vehicles that we're seeing here. I cannot believe we did not go for some type of bots on this map. Maybe opening with bots and then eventually transitioning to vehicles would have been very smart, but that is not what we see. We got the rascals across the map here, just maintaining control of this area, wanting to keep the metal in this zone safe from Blue's greedy little hands. So it is good to see that. And Red is coming in with his construction vehicle. Space Dogeman getting excellent. I think Space Dogeman. Oh no, it's Extra Button. Extra Button coming in with his vehicle, getting some of these mexes all to his own, and he's starting to spiral on the metal. Look at that up in the top right corner. The metal production is at 20 versus 19. Blue just finished getting a little bit more mexes as well. We're going to be resting at almost an even amount of economy, which will be quite interesting to see how it plays out. We got the commander at the front. The commander has to be very careful here on these battles on the front line, because he can end up getting devastated by the units. He does have a bit of health, but it's not as much as you might anticipate. It's only a couple shots that will end up devastating. It's 3% per hit. And as these brutes push in on this commander, he's not going to be able to take this for long. He's down to the quarter health and still taking damage from multiple. And that was it. That was the end of that match, just because the commander did not have the energy or something for the D-guns. He was destroyed easily. Bar Fight Night Square is covering what I assume is the spectating HUD. I don't know. Spectating HUD. Oh, yes, it probably is. Actually, you are correct. And I can move that. Normally I don't have it. I just don't know where I would move it to. I guess I could move it down on the bottom corner, but it might cover some extra information there as well. I forget. That is right. You're right. It's the metal. It's covering the metal production. I'll put it down on the bottom corner. Sorry, I've been talking about the metal production to you guys and telling you to look at the top corner, and it's not even been there. That is my bad. I apologize. All right, let's go ahead and look and see. Do we have any other of these games going right now? We have one more that just finished. It looks like we got Nebuchadnezzar versus Jinxer up against each other. Top right has the same info, but in a better format. Yeah, yes, that is correct. The top right is in a much better format, much more readable.
So it begins.
Okay, this is Jinxer versus Nebuchadnezzar. For those just joining in, Nebuchadnezzar is the host of these bar fights. He is the one who put in the most effort and work into getting these started for us. Bar fights are going to be a weekly thing as long as things go smoothly for us and as long as we have time and casters for it. We're going to be hosting tournaments like this weekly. That is the attempt anyway. So definitely, if you see Nebuchadnezzar, he probably is streaming. Give him a big shout out. Tell him thank you for hosting these games. He definitely deserves it. And we are on to the next round here. It looks like he's pushing out. They both went bots. See, this is what I was expecting. I was fully expecting that from Space Dogeman and X Button. I believe it's Button. X Button or something like that. I don't remember his name, honestly. It's a very interesting name. But yes, they both went for vehicles, but I fully was expecting bots. And look at all these res bots that are coming out. This is what I expected to see up against... who was it? Was it... I think it might have been Reflection. Reflection and... Beast Eater, maybe? No, it wasn't Beast Eater. Anyway, a couple games ago, we had some players going for bots, but none of them had any res bots out here. And as you can see, there is a lot of reclaim, tons and tons of energy, tons and tons of metal on this map. Reclaim being absolutely fantastic, especially in this side of the map. There's a ton of metal reclaim here that you can capture for yourself and get lots and lots of value out of. So we see Jinxer pushing in on Nebuchadnezzar's side. I don't know if he has vision of him yet. Let's try to see here. Jinxer has very limited vision here, as you can see, mostly in the dark zone. It might have been a wise idea to put a single radar tower right here before pushing in, just to have a better idea, because if for some reason there's a lot of units up at the front here, this could be devastating. And he could end up losing his commander. After all, you can win the battles, but if you lose the commander, the game is over regardless of how well you do on the front lines. We see Centurions over here getting some value up against these thugs. They don't quite have the range or the speed to keep up with thugs, but if they end up pushing into them, they can gun them down very rapidly. They're very good at controlling any pushes that do come your way. And we've got commanders duking it out here. Now, this is a confusing determination here. They're going 1 versus 1 here. Very interesting. And it looks like Jinxer's going to be losing this fight. Why would they do this? We do not know. But Nebuchadnezzar comes out on top with the win here, as maybe some mismanaged commanders end up leading to a destruction of Jinxer. Definitely not what we would have expected here. Anyway, fun game. Let's see if we got any more left. Looks like there might be a couple more, but we're going to go ahead and give a call over to Nebuchadnezzar here.
Good play if you know you have more HP than the enemy, says Cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And he's
that's
absolutely
So Nebuchadnezzar,
right.
my chat's wondering, what on earth just happened?
I was playing like shit. I was playing so badly, but then Jinx decided to throw.
Apparently that is true. Unbelievable.
No, yeah, that was crazy.
So we
that was
got, what, 2 or 3 more games still going on right now?
Let's go check those games out.
Yeah, go check those games
Possibly. Let's have a look.
It looks like Bab versus BCTV. Is that just a fun game though? I think that might just
Vidor
be.
versus Barcast. So what are you talking about?
Triple
Oh,
versus
Barcast
Mason
TV.
going
Is it
on right now.
Barcast TV? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't
BCTV.
realize that was his name already.
Oh, Triple and Mason are back on it, huh?
I'm gonna add him as
okay.
a friend.
Hey Jinx, if you're in Twitch or something,
Cat's just
You want me to tell him something? I think he's a friend on my. I can message him. What do you want? Naboo.
oh nothing.
Join-
I was gonna ask if he just wanted to join the voice call so that we could talk about that game.
What's up, dear?
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you did.
how's that?
The tournaments are going well. Right now, let's see who has the most wins. I think it's probably. I'm trying to remember
X
his
Factor.
name. X Factor,
X Factor
yeah.
took
X Factor
the
Live
win.
is absolutely
X Factor
crushing
Live's
it lately.
Already,
So,
he's already talked about how he wants to be involved in the 2v2s next week. Is looking forward to it. So that's great.
Okay, very good to see. Yeah, I'm glad we've been getting such positive responses from everyone here.
Yeah.
Is that
Cat does have
means
has some issues and concerns though. So
Okay.
and what do you
Yeah,
think?
Well, Cat,
Cat-
what
Cat
are
Cafe
his
is,
issues and concerns?
No, he's posted them.
Okay.
They're
He
up there,
posted them,
and then
yeah,
we
he
don't need
posted
to
them.
talk about them on stream.
Yeah, we'll talk about them
but yeah.
later, and we'll address
Yeah.
as many as we can. But ultimately, there's always going to be some amount of issues with something this many people are involved with. There's always going to be something that goes wrong. There's only so much we can do. We can try to baby-proof it as much as we can, but ultimately, we don't want to throw out this opportunity based on a couple mishaps, right?
No, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Triple, I think, is gonna go down. Maybe. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I think
Ooh, should
we
be
can look
working
at the
it.
concerns, but I mean, I know what needs to be fixed. So we need to figure out. So we need one person who's not playing to be admin, and
Okay.
the first round, anyone who's a no-show after 15 minutes, just kick them from the tournament.
Yep.
Okay, I
So then we
agree.
won't have to deal with that.
Right.
Absolutely.
I still think the time suggestion is good. I do.
Yeah, and then Kat said, guidelines on score reporting and things like that. So
Also,
And,
guys, just
but
my
this-
chat, just so you know, we're going to run an ad really quick in between the games, and then we'll be live again for round 6 for those who want to join in for that. So it should be done by then.
There isn't a round 6.
Oh, there isn't a round 6. Never mind then.
No,
This is
it's
the
just
last.
That's all done.
So wait. So X Factor is the winner then.
Yeah,
Yes.
X Factor is the winner.
X
Okay.
And we'll work out what the reward is, I'm sure, at some stage. But he's certainly going to get a little winner's badge over on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say there's a couple of games just finishing up, but otherwise it's all done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
I'm
got.
sorry, I do want to apologize. Like, we talked about this earlier in the week. My Wi-Fi just went to shit throughout halfway through it, so that's on me. I'll get
That's
that
how it
sorted
goes,
out.
though, man.
Yeah, it's how it goes.
How is Triple L 30 OS? That's crazy. I mean, he's done pretty good so far. Oh, Mason conceded.
He conceded. Did
He conceded.
Did
Oof.
he rage?
Conceded.
Wow.
Did he rage?
Oof.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Alright.
I'm gonna close out my stream pretty quickly then, I think, guys. As the game is over, but we'll do some post show stuff as well. We'll do a little bit of, or is it pre? It's post, right? After is
Yeah,
post.
Yeah,
Oh,
post,
correct.
post.
Right. Okay, just double checking. Sometimes, you flip things around backwards and forthwards and all that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
All right.
a Barcast, I see you are in. How do you think it went?
I think it went pretty well. Yeah. I mean, would that take 5 rounds in 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I feel
With a-
bad.
with a
I'm
bit of a
sorry
stall.
about pulling the switcheroo with the best of 3.
Oh no, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I just figured that like it's the finals kind of, so might as well
Yeah,
have a best of 3. So
I totally agree. Like, especially like both players were like 4-0 heading into round 5, right?
exactly, yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. And we definitely got some very exciting gameplay, like Nebuchadnezzar and Jinx. Like, their matches were crazy and close. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
There was
having
some
that-
really fun com snipes.
yeah, exactly.
That's how I lost my last game.
yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think it was great. Like, definitely next time we need an admin in the tournament who isn't
Yeah.
playing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can definitely do that role because
Yeah.
I'm not playing, so I can do that next week.
And we just need to let's show the result real
Let's
quick.
show the
Yeah, yeah.
result.
Yes.
Okay, is that going to be on the tournament page?
Yep, on the
Okay,
tournament
sweet.
page, and you can scroll down, and the table is there. The results for X Factor Live there with 5 victories to his name. Vidor coming in with 4 and 1, tying for second place with Contra 1. And obviously, we're going to try and keep these numbers going over the Fight Night series, right?
Oh, like gaining
Yeah.
up points. Should we do like a limiting factor there, like for X amount of day or like weeks or whatever you reset,
We might do. Yeah, we'll see how
something
it goes.
like
huh?
that, and then you can have like
Yeah, I guess.
monthly winners or something along that lines potentially.
Yeah.
That all can be worked out later, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
I
But
think-
yeah, I think it was fun. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, mild difficulties, but that was what we expected. So
Yeah, we expected a lot of problems throughout this, but I'm happy that we were able to at least like get it somewhat done.
yeah,
Better late than never, as they say.
exactly. I
Honestly,
feel like
roll
it's
with it.
better to just get it started. And
Figure it out.
Thank you, Extra Button,
Yeah,
for the follow.
exactly.
Really appreciate that. And also, thank you for the subscribe, Anthony, on YouTube. Appreciate that.
Okay.
uh,
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up in my ending, and I will see you guys later on.
I'm
See
gonna
you later, Josie.
wrap up my stream. Barcast, are you gonna continue streaming?
No, that's it for me.
All right, yeah.
All right. So,
Thanks so much for joining us. And they can check out the replays on your YouTube broadcast as usual. Was that live
Yeah.
tonight? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be posted on there, and I'll try and get in the description. If you guys can DM me like what kind of marketing you want put in the description, like your Twitch and like your Discord and all that, I can put that into the description.
Oh, yeah.
okay, perfect.
put that
I'll send you
on
some
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
And are you going to hopefully join us for a 2v2? Or I mean, I suppose it depends on the time. You're a busy man.
Is that next week?
Yeah, next week we'll do it.
Yeah.
again.
If we get more people next week, then we'll definitely be doing a 2v2.
So Neza is my 2v2 partner, so I'm definitely gonna be playing.
No, you're my 2v2 partner. No.
That sounds great. Okay. Well,
Yeah, guys. Cheers.
All right. Yeah.
Talk it
See
up.
you guys
Have
on
a
the
great
next
evening.
one. Be sure to sign up, guys. Everyone,
Yeah.
be sure to sign up.
Yeah. And hey, thank you all, everyone who participated. Thank you, Barcast. Thank you for hopping on. Badstrat and Jaws, thank you for helping me organize it. Effort, thank you for casting. Jinxer, thank you
Volshock.
for letting me crush you. Yeah, Volshock, thank you for hitting
Volshop for moderating. Cat Cafe as well, we got to mention for really, really good feedback and
Yes.
collating information from everybody.
Absolutely.
And everybody that jumped between lobbies, making sure that people knew when their games were and things like that.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. That
It
was
was-
very helpful.
Yeah,
That was
I
very,
just
very
I had so much fun like playing, and then after you play, you get to go watch like the close match of the round, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Well,
Yeah.
cheerio.
Cheers.
Alrighty.
See you guys.
Okay, thank you guys all for watching. We're gonna jump to the ending soon screen here for you guys. I really appreciate that. I want to do a big shout out to the recent follows. We got Extra Button, appreciate the follow. X him, I think. How do you pronounce that? X Seth and Chum Games for the follow and the raid. Really appreciate those. Those always help out the Twitch channel. Also, if you're interested, check out the YouTube channel as well. The link is in the channel about page if you want to go watch some basic tutorial videos or any unique videos, or watch back some of the previous VODs and concepts that we have there. Those are available for you. Also, we will be live as normal Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the morning times. This is an evening stream for me. Usually I would not be doing this, but this is a special period of time. And I just want to also give a big thank you to all the people who were involved in setting up this tournament. I think it turned out really well. I think we have a lot of really good feedback. And we're going to be jumping into a raid for all of you guys who are on Twitch. We're going to be jumping over to a raid, a channel. So please hang out for that. the support really helps other streamers and helps Bar to become more available to more people and become larger. We want to grow the community. We want people to enjoy the game, and we want people to learn about it. So the more that you guys hang out for that stuff, the better it is for the entire community. Really, really appreciate all of you as well. So let's go ahead and get started with a raid. We're going to be obviously going for the legendary, the infamous Winter Gaming. He's going to receive a bunch of raids probably tonight from all of us ending this stream. And be sure to shout out our tournament. Maybe we can get him to join into one if you guys shout it out loud enough. So be sure to let him know that it is there if you are wanting to hop over. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.